What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are we all doing today? Are we all feeling good? I hope so. I hope so. I am the employee of the month. Only this month, though. And every month I wear this t-shirt. I need to make sure that at least once a month I wear this t-shirt so that I can validate myself that out of all of the employees of Scribe Productions, I am probably the best one. I'm also statistically the worst. Is what it is, but I'm okay with it. What's going on, Diesel Cheese? How you doing today? Just Enjoy. How you doing, bro? Tribop. It gotta be midnight for you, bro. No, it's 6:30 in the evening, my dude. Scribe is goat. Hey, Ansav. How you doing, my dude? Hope you're well. How am I doing today? Aatrox, I'm doing okay, buddy. How are you doing today? You're actually super excited for this, you know. Good, well, I'm happy, buddy. I am much enjoying Support Cron Quadme. Me too, Wolfbane. It is an absolute blast. So much fun blowing things up. Just like Boomtown. Stormtrooper who managed to hit Leia in the Return of the Jedi? Could be. Maybe. I think it was the guy that hit his head on the door. Bonk. It's Mason time. Right out the window, Tobe. You're doing decently. Hey, RJ, how you doing? Loud noises. I don't know what we're yelling about. I ate a big red candle. I love lamp. So, Brick, are you doing your annual golf tournament this year? No, too many people died last year. I'm not sure if there exists a film in the universe that is more quotable than Anchorman. The first one, I might add. Hey, what's going on, Robbie? How you doing today, buddy? Frappy Potter, thank you so much for the follow there. Welcome to the tribe. Well, hello there indeed. How are you today, Frappy? Am I unlocking today? Nah, I just thought we'd stare at the screen. Yeah, 100%. 100% we're unlocking today. We're going full balls deeper. That's what we're doing. Cosley, how are you, buddy? Step Brothers enters the chat. I mean, Step Brothers is okay. It's okay. Did we just become best friends? Yup. Testing against Ewoks too? I don't think I'm going to find anybody running Ewoks. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is definitely top 10 quotable movies. So's Life of Brian. Throw him to the floor, sir. Strike him, Centurion. Strike him very roughly. That's not fair. You haven't given us a chance to hide yet. Found this spoon, sir. Good job, Corporal. I'm just saying random quotes. People that haven't actually watched and enjoyed Life of Brian are probably just like, what? Wasn't expecting this so early. Evening plans sorted. Hey, Newport, how you doing, bro? That's all good, Burrito. I'm happy to be your distraction. You're not allowed to unlock until cosplay. I am cosplaying. I'm as bald as Mace. Does that not make sense? I thought everybody got it. We went over this, guys. I can't exactly come on the stream with the same skin tone as Mace Windu. Otherwise, I would get very cancelled. Okay? And you know I like to push the boundaries of how close can I walk that line or toe that line to being cancelled. But there are some things that I probably won't do whilst live streaming. And Mace Face is one of them. What are you doing, Step Bro? That's something else, Feed Zeke. I think that's not the Step Brothers movie. I think that is just Step Brother Corn on the cob. Looking handsome today. Drop the skincare routine. Joe, all I did was have a shave. Although I did put on my new aftershave. And even though Mrs. Scribble is out and it's just me in the house, I felt fancy. I felt fancy. I had a shave. I had a shower. I put on some aftershave afterwards. The People's Front of Judea. I thought we were the Popular Front. Oh no, he's the Popular Front over there. Splitter! We're not the Judea's People's Front. We're the People's Front of Judea. Because I want to have babies. I mean, that's true of me, actually. But yeah. Where's the fetus going to gestate? In a cardboard box? No, joke name, sir. Like Bigger Stickers. I have a very good friend in Rome called Bigger Stickers. You find it amusing when I mention my friend's name? Bigger Stickers? He has a wife, you know. You know what she's called? Incontinentia. Incontinental buttocks. Oh, God, I love Monty Python. They're brilliant. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Who are you? His mother. Behold, his mother. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. I'm Brian and so's my wife. I like how we can just quote Life of Brian and Monty Python films in general and ignore the stream. That's completely fine. This is lime and soda water. He's pining for the fjords. Pining for the fjords? Stop singing, I cannot kill the earworm. Can we have a blanket or something, like a cape cosplay? I genuinely do not have a blanket. It would just look wrong. I would need the largest sleeves in all of the galaxy. Employee of the what? The suspense at the end of the shirt is getting me. The month, good sir. I am employee of the month. Of the month. Honestly, I am. Boop, 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 boop. How drunk are just... Oh, no, Grumpy, I'm just conventionally this strange. What's going on, Jund? How are you doing today? You're ready to unlock Mace Windu. How about you? Yes, absolutely, Tyler. 100%. Bro's got me whistling. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. Answer me these questions 3. What is your name? Sir Scribble the Brave. What is your quest? To search for the Holy Grail. What is your favorite color? Red. Very well, you may pass. I showed my wife the pining for the fjord skit and she was keeled over laughing. That's refreshing, Rule of Two. Normally when you show people old Monty Python sketches, they just sit at it and they just look at it like, what? It was kind of like you had to be there. And now for something completely different. A man who can send bricks to sleep by hypnosis. Oh, that sketch is so stupid, man. It's like, so you can send bricks to sleep by hypnosis? Yes, sir. It's like, oh, okay, well, can you send this brick to sleep? Well, no. Why not? That's already asleep, isn't it? Fuck me. Oh my god. I love it. Already got him. Endurance sucks though. Endurance is great. You know it is. I hope CG doesn't make CX2 farmable tomorrow. I'd love to get Mace unlocked today and do the era battle higher end tiers. Yeah, it should. CX2 should be farmable today. Supposedly. 119 people watching and only 23 likes. Scribe's refusal to... Yeah, exactly. We will not unlock until we hit 69 likes, guys. For obvious reasons. Am I hyped up for Spaceballs 2? I am, Frappy. What? That's easy. A shrubbery. What's going on, Dartsalia? Well, I don't get to play the raid tomorrow. It'll take me until Saturday. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Come back, I'll bite your legs off. The best non-Monty Python, but still Monty Python movie is A Fish Called Wanda. Fair? Don't use it, so can't confirm. That's fair enough, mate. What do the English eat with their chips, Ken? Why, it's fish! Called Wanda. Alrighty then. The fun part is going to be this Relic Reserve Pack 4. What is this? Let's have a look at Relic Reserve Pack 4. 2,000 Cristolas. Contains 2 cards. Guarantees 1 Zimbiddy. A whole Zimbiddle. 5 Erodium Heat Sinks, which is trash. 10 Chromium Transistors, which is trash. 25 Bronziums, which is fine. 100 Carbonite Circuit Boards, which is fine, I guess. 50 to 100. Oh, hang on. 60% chance of 15 of each. I mean, it's not bad, but like all of this in the middle is trash. Well, I mean, it's not really trash, but these two are utterly worthless. Spam eggs and chip. Spam, spam, and spam. What's my opinion on the new Bad Batch? The only relic that lasts me is Crofse. Garcia Ortiz Miguel Angel. Well, I don't have any experience using them, but I know that they can... Hey! I know that they can do some very good stuff. So there's that. They just require the appropriate level of investment. We had a number of people complete this, and I should be one of them. Ah, look, it's Tasnix. Hi, Tasnix! Oh, there I am. Scribble! I did it. You can't expect to wield supreme executive power just because some watery tart threw a sword at you. That's no basis for a form of government. Oh, dear me. Every time I come here, this guy is drinking. This is not alcoholic, mate. It's just a really fancy glass because I am a very special little sausage. And just because I like to drink out of fancy glasses and I'm usually drunk, it does not mean that I'm always drinking alcohol. Just most of the time, all right? And I'll probably grab a drink later. Help, help, I'm being repressed. Oh, I've already read that one. My guild has 2 regular completions of that. Nice. And one of them because I rounded up both of them for platoons. Fair enough. It's straight vodka. I don't like vodka. I've said this before. You could go gin. You could say it like it's a gin glass. So you could say it's gin. It's a goblet, you goons. I've seen Indiana Jones. A moose once bit my sister. How to defend yourself from an opponent wielding a pointed stick. Is that a chalice or a goblet? Ew. Huh. I don't know. What's the difference? Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? I say calmly. Come see the violence inherent in the system. First time catching one of your live streams, Ember Havens. Well, welcome to the live stream. I hope you enjoy yourself. We are currently talking silly stuff, but we will get to the serious business later. 10 out of 10 raid video. Hopefully got a big fat bag for that one. Good. I definitely did. No, I didn't. It wasn't as fat as one might assume, but, you know, I'm trying to raise money, so sometimes that means sponsorships. Philosophy of Football is one of the best Monty Python pieces. Also, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Indeed, Vin. How are you doing today, buddy? She was carving her initials on the moose with the sharpened end of an interspace toothbrush. What? I don't know this one. I almost had Cat and have 40% of the requirements for JMK, but I also have unlocked Jedi Knight Luke. Should I go for Jabba or JMK? Ooh, interesting choice. Interesting choice. Right now, JMK is doing really well with the Hoda Datacron. Like, it's a pain in the bum. Very, very powerful Datacron setup there. Good counter to Slacker with the Ray FDC. Jabba is better for the account long term. 10 minutes until more shards. Woo! Era battle. Mace who? Mace Windu. We're going to unlock him. We're going to rock him. When is it live? In 9 minutes. Check it out. And we also have to try and mod Mace before 3v3 lock-in. Look, we've got 8 minutes left to do the Twilight of the Jedi. Oh, I've already done it. That's fine. Proving Grounds got it. Oh, I've already can't do any of it. Duel of the Fates. Yeah, I've already done it. What a great day. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And also, 7 minutes for Crimes Against the Republic. Crimes against your pubis. Or something like that. I'll watch any video you put out. Gotta support that baby journey. Thank you, Antslug. Appreciate you, man. All chalices are goblets, but not all goblets are chalices. Old geezer hitting us with the knowledge. I am more informed and none the wiser. Mace Windu. Master of the sleeves. Master of the Windex. We apologize for the faulty subtitles. Those responsible have been sacked. Thank you, Sanest. What level does JMK need to... Need the Hodocron? Are you saying what level do you need the Hodocron to be for JMK to use it? The higher the better, ideally. Like, you absolutely 100% need the level 3. This is what really makes this Datacron tick versus Slacker. Because all this bonus protection will stop Slacker from being able to crit you. Right? When you're triggering these health thresholds. But having more health and more defense, and more crit avoidance and more health and more defense, like, this stuff is fine. Don't get me wrong, this is not bad to have, but it's not the important thing. Obviously, you're not going to be using Luke in the team. Extra health, extra crit avoidance is great. Extra damage, it's okay, but it's not what you need, you know? So, I would say, take it to 14, if you can afford to, because the extra health and defense is amazing. But you only just really need to at least hit this. At the very least. The baddest motherfucker is coming back for payback. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day. On Wednesdays I go shopping, have buttered scones for tea. Do you not have buttered scones for tea? Do 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 do. Yeah, I managed to max out Datacron. Good stuff. Many interesting furry animals, of course. Good luck. Gotta go get set up for a presentation. Oh, good luck in your presentation. My nose is itching. Hard to listen in the background when you're presenting. I mean, that's true. I am rather loud and obnoxious. My wife just asked me what the fuck I'm listening to. Watch. You're listening to my proud rendition of I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. I wish I'd been a girlie just like my dear mama. It's just a song, guys. It's okay. I do hope that Windu doesn't suck. Oh, well, the preemptive footage doesn't seem that great, does it? But there is time. There is time. Legend of Grudge. What did you just walk into? The greatest stream that you are watching right now. Maybe. You might be watching something else as well. Simultaneously. Love your channel, always filled with great information, strategy, and simple tricks to get max rewards. You've jumped to the top of the Soga gameplay advice. Oh, thank you, David. That's very kind of you to say. I had some rather irritating, obnoxious people in my comments recently. One person in particular that upset me. So having positive comments is nice and good for my soul. So thank you so much, sir. Papa, let the hate flow. You think new Lord Vader clones are doing good into this JMK with the Datacron? New Lord of Vader... Oh, do I think that Lord Vader clones will do well against JMK with the Hoda Datacron? I'm not sure, maybe. Haven't tested it. Assumed you cast anew and the Temple Guard Omicrons will help a lot. Well, that footage was with those Omicrons active, but no Datacrons. So I also, like, genuinely, what I'm going to be running, I'm going to be testing this setup for 3v3. So Mace, Deeper, and Ayla. Because I feel like that is the split. Like, the Let It Guide You unique is so good. And I feel like this is the only way in 3v3 that you'll get that investigation to hit revealed, right? So, inflict enemies with defense down, that's fine. All Jedi Vanguard allies gain 30% max health, potency, and tenacity, 30% max protection until Ayla's defeated. She's gaining 50% crit chance, defense, tenacity, and 5% offense per relic amplifier level. She's relic 8. That's 400% crit chance and tenacity. And it's an extra, what? What is that? 240% defense and, what, 40% offense for me? So it's a good boost. Thank you, Naughty Karate, by the way. And whenever she stuns, we're going to recover 20% health and protection. Whenever she crits, she's going to ramp crit chance. She's already got 400% crit chance. So she's critting every hit, basically. And she's going to ramp crit damage. And if they've got a stack of investigation, they gain another stack. This is what I'm thinking is going to help. Whenever she uses a special ability, she's going to call to assist, and they're going to recover health and protection. I feel like these two are going to help us get investigation to be revealed, right? And this is good if there are no GL enemies. All right, so when enemies attack out of turn, we're going to recover 15% health and protection. We're also going to get all our debuffs dispelled, and the enemy's team's going to lose 8% turn meter. So I'm going to use that setup with this Datacron over here. Oops. I'm going to use it with this Datacron over here. So I have an Ayla Datacron, right? I should just sort this by defense. I've got an Ayla Datacron here. This one's got 221% defense with 40% health steal, 15% max health and protection for the Jedi Vanguard, damage reduction when you're above 50% turn meter, and whenever another ally attacks during Ayla's turn, we're gaining 25% turn meter each. I figure that Datacron will actually be pretty good in threes. What mods are we thinking for Mace? Probably like speed and offense. Don't forget to climb fleet. Thank you, Trodat. Aiden, Ed, I checked the mechanics. The mechanics read every one of those stats gets multiplied by her relic level. I might be wrong. I might be misreading the stats, but all of them are getting multiplied by the looks of things. When is Order 66 raid supposed to drop? Tomorrow? Tomorrow, Boto. Oop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. You actually think Temple Guard just gives you more survivability, but the rest of Mace's kit doesn't pop off without Ayla, so I think Temple Guard is a waste in threes. Yeah. I think the absolute static has to be Mace and Deeper. I think Mace and Deeper together is like, you have to have those two together. The third is just awkward. I feel like you absolutely do want to have Ayla there. She just feels too good, in particular for threes. Enoch's unique getting neutralized? Exactly. You think the Yoda Datacron is good with Qui-Gon Omi? They'll do a lot of damage. Yeah. The Gerbil had a great modding video for each of the Jedi Vanguard. Did he, Tyler? I've not had a look. You need me to stop putting face on thumbnails, please? Not going to happen, Bushman. Unfortunately, my metrics showed that it gets me more views. So, get used to seeing my beautiful face, Bush. Just because it turns you on, dude, doesn't mean I have to stop doing it, okay? We live, baby. Is it up? It is up. Woohoo! Let's do this. All right. Where is my face? Where is my face? Why is that up? Get rid of that. All right. Cool. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I need your face on more video thumbnails. Legend of Grudge, I will see if I can get other content creators to put my face on their thumbnail. All right, okay. You have begun the journey. Let's finish it. It'll be a real quick journey. What? All right, okay. I'll take it. Let's take a look. I know the girl is here. Until she's turned over to me, your island will burn. Uh-oh. Look, it's the baddest of the batches. I kind of want to cut... You. Go. Level 90 crosshair. Throw the grenade. What does it do? Not a whole lot. Let's get that stacks of bulwark up. Alright, Batcher's gonna mark the... No! How dare! How dare! Focus down on crosshair, please. Feels like that guy's gonna eat it in the shorts. Get Order 66. Throw the grenades. He's nearly kind of ish gone. What? This can call it to assist. Alright. Crit avoidance up is always going to be nice, I suppose. Batcher, will you behave? Over here. Ah, captured. Good. I feel like maybe I'll go after Batcher. She makes such an interesting yowl, doesn't she? Shoosting. That's such a good animation. I absolutely love that animation. Deal with Batcher. Get the crit hit immunity going. This is a slow tier, my guys. Get the taunt up. Over here. Decrease the damage. Oh, Batcher's looking peaky. About 60% health. See ya. Oh. Aw, see the way Batcher's holding her claw? Bless her. She's injured. Throw it out. Who let the dogs out? Ruff, 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 ruff. Boop. Captured. Alright, we're looking pretty. Let's see. Work on the fugitive. What are his relics at? Whose relics? Oh, you mean the enemy team? It looks like they're all relic 0. I can't see any relic levels on them right now. But level 90 is level 90. That's a lot of relic levels over there. I want to take out Omega. I wanna take her out. I'm gonna fight them all. There we go. She's oh, crap. I forgot I probably really should deal with Hunter, right? Because he does have that insta-kill. Oh, it's not really an insta-kill. It's 100% max health damage, right? But it can crit and stuff, so... Should totally capture him. Alright. I guess it's just down to this dude, then. Can't do anything to these guys until I get rid of Wrecker, right? It's not too bad. It takes a long-ass time, though, right? Oh, my relics. They're all Relic 9, dude. They're all Relic 9. We need TK Trooper and Hemlock. I would actually be interested in getting Hemlock. Hemlock was actually quite a cool villain. Yeah! Yeah, baby. First one down. Yeah, no, all of my clones are Relic 9. And all of my Jedi Vanguard are Relic 8. So. Cool. Balls deeper. Your R5s are getting their asses kicked? Oh, God. 100% max health damage that triggers before you give them protection disruption. So prot stacking characters don't care about it. Yeah. You must run! Run, Caleb! She's surrounded. Oh, that's cool. Ah, Grey. Can we get Grey? I love the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads are cool. Let's do this at the start. Lovely. Got some foresight. Ooh. That's really cool. Let's focus one down at a time, I guess. I probably should have attacked this guy. Wait, do they just keep on reviving? Yes, they do keep on reviving. Is the idea here that we actually fail? Or do I have to take out Grey? I agree, TRZ. Uh-oh. If anybody has got an R5 account that I can jump in on, that would be good. If anybody is willing to let me try their R5 account, I would love to give it a try at some point. Probably not live on stream because that's a breach of TOS and I don't think that CG would like me doing that. But I would like to see if I can get it to work. Because I know as soon as I go live with R9 unlock, people are going to be like, yeah, but what about R5? Check the law. Yeah. So I'm supposed... Oh, crap. Yeah. I should probably read what I'm actually supposed to do, right? Okay. Victory counts. 1. Dapper. Mods. Yeah. Once... Yeah, okay. Fearless Jedi Master. Deep stats with 60 stacks of Caleb's escape when it reaches 0. Okay. When Dapper ends her turn, she loses 1 stack. Whenever she defeats an enemy, she loses 5. Oh, okay. So I should have just attacked the other clone troopers. Yep. Can inflict speed down, which enables additional effects on his team. Dispelling this through strategic play will be... Okay, yeah. So, I don't think I've got her modded yet. She's not modded at all. She's not modded at all. Right, manage mods. No. Over here. Oh, for God's sake, can I not even... Let's actually put some mods on her, I think. Assign a loadout. I've got a Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker one. I've got... Yeah, let's just throw on this set. There we go. She's got mods on now, guys. That helps. That helps, I think. Any point in modding for tenacity? What, on this? I don't know. Don't think so. Oh, what you mean to avoid the speed down, potentially? I think you just have to focus down on the individual clone troopers and get your stacks down as quickly as possible. This is okay. Yeah, there's that speed down. Boop. Get rid of it. Boop. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see this being an issue. I thought you had to just defeat him in time. You don't. You just spawn kill the ads. Easy money. Get rid of him. Heal immunity. Probably should have hit this guy. Oh, he's going to die anyway. 17. Nearly there. 7. Just need to kill 2 more then. Potentially just 1 more, actually. If I'd attacked that guy, we'd be done by now. That's a win. Nailed it. You just need to have mods on, guys. You need to have mods on. Alright. Like, I can relic all you want, but you gotta earn those mods. Indeed. You can do my R5 if we can get it done before gag clock. My disguise is R9, but I don't think you use him. No, you use these two, Scorch and CX2. All right, next up we have got Temple Gord, and he's also running kind of trashy mods, but let's go with it. Just beat tier 1 with A5, went for Batcher first, then Hunter, then Omega, then Crosshair. Definitely threw GL levels of mods on them. Nice. This is cool. Can't put it on auto. I probably should have just basic there. I should just basic and use the crit hit immunity, to be honest. Should just do this. And then basics. This is going to take forever. This is going to take absolutely forever, isn't it? Hey, Sky. How you doing? Why is he so unbearably tanky? Was that really necessary, CG? Yeah, no auto. I would quite happily just put this on auto basic, but this is going to take so long. He has to get to 10 stacks. Has he got some stacks? Player victories appear... Yeah, at the start of... How does he gain a stack? By using a special? Okay, so I do have to just keep spamming the middle and not the other one. Yeah, okay, fine. So don't do the basic. Just keep getting crit hit immunity and AoEing. Oh god, but now we're hurting. I guess we basic to heal up. Yeah, now we have to basic to heal up because we lost all of our health and protection. So let's regain that. Let's regain a little bit more. That's fine. Gain crit hit immunity at the very least. I think I'll recover just a little bit. Okay, so at least it's nuanced. At least it is a little bit nuanced. That's something. Spin him out. Ooh, he does a lot of damage though, doesn't he? Heal up, Buttercup. We need to heal up all the way. Heal it up, Buttercup, all of the way. Let's get the crit hit immunity. Oh, that was a mistake. My bad. Crit hit immunity. And then let him have it. Go, Kanan, do your thing. Why is he not getting the last stack? I'm confused now, guys. He's been getting the stacks constantly, and now he's not getting it. There we go, he's got 10. Do I win now? Yeah, it's crit avoidance up, I know. I'm calling it crit hit immunity. Okay, I like that it's at least got a little bit of strategy to it. Shall I actually read this? It felt like he was Lord of Hunger. Jedi Master Mace Windu finds himself beset by separatist forces. Oh no! Enough is enough. Mace has had it with their incursions in... Enough is enough! I have had it with these incursions on this plane. And we'll show them the folly of their programming. Jedi Master Windu will be loaned to you for this battle at Relic 5. Whenever an enemy ends their turn, or whenever Jedi Master Mace Windu is damaged, Mace has a chance to gain 100% turn meter. RNG! Whenever Jedi Master Mace Windu defeats an enemy, his cooldowns are reset and his chance to gain 100% turn meter. Okay. Oh, we don't even get to use our units. Alright, fine. Pretty good, Narth. How you doing, buddy? There's a Rancor in there. I have dismantled and destroyed over 100,000 of your Type 1 battle droids. I'm giving you an opportunity to peacefully lay down your weapons so that you might be reprogrammed to serve a better purpose than spreading the mindless violence and chaos which you have inflicted upon the galaxy. Blast them. Okay. AoE. Boop. It's kind of cool. But also... Oh, that was good. That was some good damage. Boop! It does a lot of damage. I feel like this tier feels like a little bit of a... You know, a meme run. Because it feels like you can just do basically anything and win here. I should probably defeat those stacks at the back, really, shouldn't I? Just get rid of you. Reset cooldowns. Sure. Reset cooldowns. Nice. Alright. It's pretty easy. Balanced Master of the Force. Whenever this character defeats an enemy's damage... Oh, yeah, that's the 100% turn meter. Okay. Bloop. Easy. Yeah, there's... This feels like about as much effort as they put in the Balin's Skull event. You know, there's not a whole lot to it, really. We have completed the journey guide once again. So activate him. Activate. Activate. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Good job, Master Longsleeves. Master Longsleeves. Straight to R9. You know me so well. You know me so well. Good. Okay. Upgrade. Upgrade. Let's just do this. No cutscene? There was a very small cutscene. Feels like there's a little more effort than the Balin Skull event because there's simply more than one stage to complete. I mean, there is that. There is that. All right. Good business. Let's do all this crap now. Get him geared up, Buttercup. All of the stuff, please. I wish there was like a button that you can press to just upgrade all of the abilities. Give us a slider for abilities, so you can just be like, yes, I want all of this. Including the Omicrons. So the journey leads to the error battle. Just get the abilities done. What did you do for the first tier? You face off against the new Bad Batch with clones and a TK trooper. There we go. All of the Zetas, all of the Omnis, straight away. Purple Kyber Crystal, nice. You insta-applying TW Omicrons? I'm in a TW guild. They have requested that I put all the Omicrons on. So I did. Better than a few of the recent legendary units. Not as good as Jar Jar or Bo-Katan Mandalore, but better than Balin and GI. Yeah, definitely. It's a hair better than Balin. A hair better than Balin. I'm in more chromium. More chromium, Frappy. More chromium? More iridium. What am I talking about? Come on. One more relic level, if you please. Nailed it. Alright, I need to get the modding sorted, guys. So, I'm going to quickly get Hot Utils to do some stuff over here. I just need Hot Utils to start doing my 3v3 mod set now that we've got Mace in the game. Then I'll relog in, I'll do some manual remodding to go through the error battle. Fancy sleeves. Is your guild strong? I would say so, yes. How are you guys doing in Territory Wars? We basically always win. Pretty much. I'll have to check to see the win rate. One second, guys. Bear with me. Just let me sort something out real quick. Just need to sort out this Hot Util stuff to get it rolling so that we can get the mods locked and loaded before we go into GAC. So, automate that crap. Go. Alright. Whilst that's working in the background, we can relog in. Yeah, so sorry, you wanted to see my TW win rate, right? For my guild. So guild, more Erodium. Over here. We are, what? 727 mil. That's probably going to jump up now with all the Mace unlocks. TW performance, we've got an 85% win ratio in TW. TB, we get 47 stars. We max box raids. So, yep, it's one of the biggest guilds in the game. Not the biggest, obviously, but one of the biggest. Get rid of that. Bear with me. All right, cool. So we need to do a couple of things. Grab that. Okay. All right. Good. There's always a bigger fish. How am I the lowest GP? Because the guild is massive. We are the third biggest. Thank you, Sol. How more Kyber isn't even top 1? No. And instead it's Chromium. Could be. I can't remember. I think more Chromium have got a lot more GP, like 50 million more than we do. I think they're like 770 or something. Let me just check. Yeah, more Chromium, 770. They're the biggest guild in the game. Then there's Core Patrol at 751. Then there's us at 727. Then Video at 725. So yeah, big boy guilds. But can you beat the Vandor Chewbacca bonus mission in TB? Can I? No, I can't. I can do the air battle. That's precisely what I was going to do. Righty. Here is the Crimes Against the Republic. Let's go ahead and sim the early tiers. And we are going to have to put on some mods for Mace as well. We'll need to put on some mods for Mace, won't we? I'm going to put on maybe a speed set, maybe an offense set. What do we think, guys? What do we think? I'm thinking speed set, probably. Speed set, maybe a potency set. Right. Sort this by speed. I'll just take Cat's mod here first. Then we'll go crit damage. Get ourselves a nice crit damage mod. Got good speed. Have I got a crit damage mod that's got a decent offense percentile roll as well? Over here. Potency and not a lot of offense. That one's okay. Then we'll swap it around. We'll get ourselves an offense mod. Maybe GI's one because this has got offense, primary, and speed. And it's a potency set. Good. So from here on in, I want offense. And we'll just leave it at speed sets. Take slackers, I guess. Maybe take Lord Vader's. Just throw on the greatest mods that I have, I think. Obviously, that's an offense percentile. That'll do. 342 speed, just under 10k offense. That'll do for a non-offense set. So the modding stuff. Those more guilds are part of the same group or something. Mighty Chlorians. Yeah. You were thinking speed health, but not sure. Hope R9 Mace can solo this. Well, that's what we're going to find out. That's what we're going to find. That's what we're going to find out today. We're going to do the testing to see if we can actually beat the higher tiers. Now, I'm going to go in with just Mace on these tiers just to see if it's possible. You know, for reasons. And let's just go full auto. Let's see it at its very basest form. Granted, he is Relic 9, but, you know. Nice hit, bro. Well, we'll find out soon enough, Luke. I know that Barbarossa has been doing testing, but I'd like to test it myself. Oop. Yeah, man. Let's see what's what. That AoE is very satisfying, I will be honest. Yeah, man, Mace. Has he got any... Yeah, he's got decent health steal by the looks of things. R9 Mace can solo this. You just did it. Nice one, Frappy. You had to use the basics a lot to re-heal. Yeah, in Wave 2, you definitely do. Facing off against the Senate. Whoop, whoa. Too much heal immunity. Too much heal immunity there. Let's try that one more time with feeling. And then I'll throw in deeper. Or I could just... No, let's keep doing this. He needs to solo it to be lore accurate. Indeed. Big hit. Big hits. Basic. Counterattack. Counterattack. Basic. I'm just going to keep basicing here because I want to save that AoE. He needs to solo it to be lore accurate. Okay, this should put doubt, shouldn't it? I guess not. Got him. One tap. Two tap. Three tap. Four tap. I don't know why I'm just basicing here. I just kind of want to save the specials right now. Lore accurate is losing the other three instantly. Yeah, tell me about it, game. Alright, start off with the AoE. Get the big hit. Oh, see, that was great damage. That decapitation, very strong damage. Come on. Yeah. Okay. I don't think he's going to solo the R9 tier. How's the event going? Not bad, Nikos, not bad. We cleared out the Mace event. We're doing the thingamabob now. The assault battle. Just seeing what's possible in these tiers. So. The Temple Guard tier is dumb as hell without top tier mods. Yeah. Mace deeper who, man? Indeed. Blast him. Get that decapitation. That decapitation move does do a lot of damage. Alright. Okay. I feel like we might need some help at this point. Let's just take the whole team. Right. Start off with this. Poke him. Big hits. Shatter point. I just realized we don't get to take Ayla. That sucks. Why can't I have that Royal Guard? Yeah, tell me about it, bro. I want that Royal Guard, dude. Come on. Got him. RG hitting for 100k. Tell me about it, dude. Ooh, whip out the gun, Granny. Need an unrealistic amount of potency. If you mod for that, you get one shot because you can't mod for both. Huh? What do you need the potency for? Let's get that. I should be calling in Depper, shouldn't I? Is that not calling them in? Big hits. Cut him. Shoot him. Nice. Decapitate. Decapitation! Wonderful. Oh, the Temple Guard tier is what you're talking about. Just make sure to heal with basic while he's ability blocked and you can survive a hit. Yeah, you do have to... Like, it's an interesting one. I was just not actually understanding the event at the time. Obviously, this is a lot easier with a full team. Shoot him, Granny. Basic. Might as well get the crit hit immunity. What happens? Does it just stealth? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. Just basic here. Basic. Chop him in two. What's going on, Wrangler? How you doing, buddy? I do kind of want to ability block. Right. Get the big hits. You missed me, buddy. Yeah, that's really easy with a full team, isn't it? See, this is the real benefit, is that the R7 tier gives you the droid brains, girder keypads, and omicrons. Like, that's delicious, dude. That's delicious. Alright, okay. So this is what we came to see, was if you can beat tier 7 with just Mace Windu. Now, everything says no, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Because that guy was hitting incredibly hard before. And we did, like, no damage there. So, oh, yeah, I just don't see this. I don't see this working at all. Like, that's just too much damage. You wish Kit Fisto got the rework instead of Ayla? It's a fair enough comment. You're struggling on tier 1 of the event? Are you at R5? 177k non-crit. Yeah, 160k there. Like, I don't see a solo Mace soloing this. I don't see Mace soloing it. Should we try and just basic? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Ayla was already really good filler for a All Galactic Republic Jedi team. I wouldn't say really good. Oh, maybe as a filler. Perhaps remod him. Could probably remod him for what, like defense? Oh, sorry. Bop, beep, boop, bop, boop. Okay, how much time do we have? How much time do we have before GAC lock-in? We've got 2.5 hours. We've got plenty of time. I just need to make sure that I'm able to apply my new 3v3 mod set, but I want to see how it's modded my mace now. How has it chosen to mod my mace? I don't think it's chosen to mod him at all. Why? Yeah, it just straight up didn't mod him. Okay, so let me automate that again. All right, let's take a look at Mace Windu, shall we? Let me have this Royal Guard. Tell me about it, bro. Finally managed the phase 1 using GL mods on the R6 clones. Fair. Where's the guy who said he beat this on? I think he's talking about the R5 tier, Luke. R5 in my best mods, I think modded well. No luck so far. Makes me hate CG so much. You must use Secret Vivhard, the wallet. Indeed. This Temple Guard at R5 is killing me. Yeah, these Temple Guards are vicious, bro. Right, should we instead go in then with, like, I don't know, defense sets? Trying to think about how do we try to mitigate the damage. Right now I'm 342, so I've got lots of speed, but I think I just need, like, what have I got for just defense sets and health sets? I believe I'll still need speed. So speed, defense, protection, health. I'm just thinking about, can we just survive with heal immunity? Hey, Womprad, thank you for the raid, brother. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so I think... Oh, well, that could work. Crit damage. Protection. Now, I think I go with crit damage. Still got speed, protection, crit chance, health. I guess that'll do. And then over here, I imagine I would want health. I imagine I want health primaries just because I want to try and rely, if we can, on health steal. It's got a decent amount of protection too. So, if I can get at least another defense set with defense percentiles, that could be good. Let's find something with speed and health percentage. Speed, health percentage. I mean, that's got speed and 5.5% health. There's not another defense one. Maybe this. Trying to get more defense sets than anything right now. That's a lot of defense. Alright, okay. So we're slower, obviously. Slower. A lot more health. And we should have a significant amount more armor. Now, I don't know or think that this is going to work, but we might as well try it. I keep on clicking that. I keep on clicking that. Arrest the Chancellor. Can't get past Kanan at R7. What mods should you be using? I went in with like trashy defense and health sets. It's about you have to recover with basics between using the middle ability so that you get full health and protection. You want him to be stocky, lots of max health, defense if you can, so that you can just heal up all the time. Heal up back to full health and that cable will hit you and then he gets his stacks and all that stuff, right? Alright. I'll spam specials just to see how we do. Oh! The fact that he can attack twice. Is it the retribution? Is that the thing that was killing me there? I need to get that provoked on him, don't I? Is it this one that does the provoke? No. That was good damage, though. That's the one that does the provoked. Stelios, thank you so much for becoming a member over here. The extra attacks are brutal. These guys are super quick. Thank you, Stelios. Really appreciate you, dude. Look at that. Get the shatter point, but then he, like, takes 2 attacks. 1, 2, and just kills you straight out. Like, what the hell are you supposed to do? Thank you, RT. Twitch chat not showing on... Oh, is Twitch chat not showing up? I'm sorry, Twitch chat. The chat broke. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. So I'll keep trying just to see. It doesn't feel like it's going to work out too well, though. Yeah. There's just no way. There's no way. There's too much damage output and you can't mitigate that damage. Those Royal Guards are crazy. So we are going to have to do another R9 by the looks of things. So, what have I got here? Probably have to R9 Depper. What are they feeding this guy? Yeah. With just Depper, it should be possible? Yeah. I mean, Depper is the one that makes the most sense, right? Let's take her in. Oh, yeah. Womprat did it. Hey, good job, Womp. With Balaba, it's a joke? Oh, okay. Awesome. I'll leave her mods as is then. And we'll go ahead and see what's what. Where is it? Do it. Get him. Okay, so he's got the provoked now. Boop, boop, boop. The damage is so much better, isn't it? It's kind of wild. I just realized he's still running that defensive setup right now, isn't he? Missed me. Got him. You just hit auto and it won? Nice. Right. There's the provoked. Oh yeah, I forgot that her first special double calls Mace, doesn't it? Yeah, so we'll do this and he should get revealed, right? No. No, he should not. I mean, we could just do this for funsies. There's the doubt. Yeah, it feels like a totally different world as soon as you just throw in Depper, doesn't it? As soon as Depper's in there, completely different world. Got him. Call him in. And again. Let's save the specials now for next round, I guess. He says and then immediately does a special because I have absolutely no patience. It's a virtue as well. Got him. There we go. Just God mod both Mace and Depper should be good. Yeah, exactly. I mean, isn't that what everybody does? Yeah, why not? Oh, he's provoked now. You are provoked, good sir. Yeah. Call him my boy Mace. Womp. You missed me. You hit me. Guy. Well, that's all it takes. When will he throw him out the window? Not today, apparently. Anakin doesn't come in and interrupt, cut off the hand, and Mace gets electrocuted out of the window. Yeah, you need more. You need a full team to make it happen. Realistically, Harry. You definitely need a full team to make it happen. Okay, so it's a little disappointing that you need to do 2 R9s to really make that work. But I still feel like it's a worthwhile investment because it will carry over to the raid and you're going to get 20,000 crystals out of it. 20,000 crystals is a significant amount of crystals. All right, okay. So we can try and take it in against something in Squad Arena. If I go to Order 66, I just want to see, like, obviously Mace should not be modded like that. These guys are modded like garbage right now. So I'm going to open up a separate Hot Utils thing, and I'm just going to throw a bunch of mods on these guys. So if Deeper had been with Mace, they could have defeated Sidious. Exactly. Exactly. Hot Utils not responding right now. Come on, Hot Utils. There we go. Ra-ba-bum-bum. So I'm just going to mod this team with some god mods. I still think probably like speed and health or speed and potency. Maybe speed and health for Mace. Ayla, I'm going to have speed and potency 100%. Deeper, balls deep in the offense. What do I want to do? I want to add a squad. Mace, Depper, Ayla, Temple, Jocasta. Okay, good. Just grab all of these guys. I'll just bring this over here. It's probably a little bit easier to see if I was to do it like this. So just activate these guys over here. So Mace Windu, we'll want some weighting on lots of speed. A little bit of physical damage and then health. Maybe we'll go primaries. We'll make sure we've got crit damage, offense, and speed. Maybe a health primary there. Okay. Dapper. We don't really want speed on this girl. No speed. We want to have all of the damage in the world. And then probably some health. Protection, primaries, crit damage, offense. Offense, I think. Right? That would kind of make sense. Jocasta New. She wants protection, 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 protection. She wants lots of protection. Lots of speed. Protection. Better potency, I guess. Ayla Sakura over here. She wants speed and potency. Let's go advanced over here. Let's actually set a required stat target of potency to go to 100%. And then Temple Guard. What do we want for Temple Guard, guys? Probably defense sets of health and defense. Weighting over here. We'll give him speed. And then grab some health, protection, defense. Something like that. Thanks, Nate. How you doing, dude? You alright, man? So if Deborah had been with Mace, yeah. Do you have a guide for roster remodding with Hot Utils? I don't actually, Tyler. Is that something you'd be interested in? Okay, cool. So let's have a look and see what they did to our mods over here. Offense set with crit damage, offense, and health. He's got 107k health, which ain't too bad. He's got Naffle protection, that's okay. Speed 329, could be faster, I suppose, but that's okay. And he has got 12k physical damage. He has got a lot of offense. Depper over here, crit damage, offense, and health. She's rocking 12k physical damage. Speed almost doesn't matter for her, I don't think. Jocasta Nu over here has got all the protection in the world, 338. Ayla at 321 with 120% potency and some physical damage. Maybe I should add some weighting over there to physical damage. Make her sacrifice a little bit of that and do some more damage. I'd be interested in a modding guide with hot utils. That's fair. I can look to... I'll see if I can get one done either this week or next week, something like that. All right, okay, so have you got a little bit more damage on you this time? Yeah, just got like 7k now. That's a little bit better. All right. Mace. Let's push that to the game. There are Hot Utils videos, links in the Hot Utils server. There are Lady Geek, but they don't have my face on there or my amazing charisma, right? Shouldn't Sidious be immune against investigation, or is it just revealed? Yeah, so Sith characters can be investigated but not revealed. Stelios, I would say you will want to remod your Ayla, because she seems to be very, very good with her new unique. Your voice alone will make them better. I can cure blindness. I mean, not in real life. I could write a book about it. You got gifted Hot Utils, but no idea how to use it. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I might have to do like how to use Hot Utils in 3 different levels of complexity, or something like that. All right, we'll have to relog into the game. Now, I don't know if that was the right modding setup for the team. That was very high level, rushed, scribble on a piece of paper kind of calculations there. Let me also take a moment. I'll bring this back over here so you don't have to look at it. I'm just going to split my 3v3 loadout that I made earlier. Get rid of all the splits. Okay, so now our Mace team should be all modded up. Let's just double check to make sure the mods have landed. There we go, we've got health and offense, 329 speed, 12k offense, looking pretty. Jocasta over here, 338 speed, 130k proc, that should be fine. This guy over here rocking defense sets and health sets. Should be like all protection primaries. Lots of protection. Don't know if that's the right thing to do for him. We're going to find out. Ayla, she is rocking... Oh, well, she's kind of got messed up sets over here, but I guess it doesn't really matter. She's still 307 speed, and she's got 130% potency, which is very nice, and 7k offense, nearly. That'll do. And then Depper over here, 240 speed. I don't really care about the speed. Maybe I should be modding her for like 300 speed, so that when she gets that 30% bonus, she's still going, but she gets a lot of passive TM and 12k offense. So 1 second, let me split. There we go, splitting that mod set. You're absolutely right. With Depper, it was... Oh god, I'm just utterly surrounded by JMKs with the Datacron. We're not going to be able to do anything here, but let's do it. Let's do it. Jedi Vanguard, New Mace, Balls Deeper, Granny's Got a Gun, Ayla, Temple Guard. I guess I could throw the Temple Guard Cron on. Yeah, you know, let's just... I know we're immediately going to get insta-yeeted, but it's fine. You leave her alone. There goes the boy. All right. Kind of want to get her investigated. Yeah. Poke. Well, that's something. That's something. We can't crit them, unfortunately, because of the bonus prop. Yeah, this ain't looking too good. This ain't looking too good right now. Can we get investigation? We cannot. Decapitation. The damage immunity is nice, but obviously it's already gone, so it's not that nice. She's revealed. Call her in. Oh, it calls in a random ally, doesn't it? Yeah. If I'd have saved decapitation, we probably could have gotten rid of Cat. This does extra stuff if they're revealed, right? Or is it on the first special that does that? Let's find out. It might have done something. Who knows? The Jedi who dealt with Palp versus the Jedi who should have dealt with Palp. Indeed. Alright. Let's just blow this away. Go, 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 go. She is revealed, so she's lost a bunch of crit damage, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Okay. I'm not surprised that that didn't do anything at all, let's face it. But I kind of want to see what happens if you save the Decapitate until after they're revealed. Confirmed, absolutely trash. Cannot kill. The best meta team. With this Kron, Kenobi is probably the best meta team. Alright, let's try this again. Do I still go... No, let's actually see if we put it on Kenobi. Yeah, poke that to get rid of stuff. I'm just kind of curious to see if we are able to get him revealed. Oh no, he's a GL, isn't he? Can't be revealed. GLs can't be revealed, can they? So there's no point trying to do it on Kenobi. There's no point trying to do it on Kenobi at all. Because I wanted that to just do crazy damage, but it's not going to. So let's back out again, because I now can't investigate someone else. Can we talk about Mace's sleeves? He's got great sleeves, hasn't he? It's GLs and Sith. Yeah, Sith definitely can't. GLs can be in TW. GLs can be in TW. So instead we'll go for Kitty Cat. We'll see if we can do something against Kitty Cat. Please don't kill Dapper. Okay, so she's revealed now, right? She's revealed. So this should do big damage. It can't crit though, that's the issue. That was big damage, but I didn't actually have the chance to see what the actual big damage was. So makes it a little bit tricky. Hey, we landed a stun. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself, we landed a stun. Uh-oh, they've hit ult. Mace is gonna die. Poor Mace. Yeah, I don't really like our odds here of success. If all we've got to test against is JMK cats. You can hide Smudgy and Indigo and Milo in his sleeve. He probably could and fly away with them. Let me just check to see if that has done. It has indeed split all of that out. Good. The date today is the 24th, isn't it? There we go. So that's good there. Cool. All right. I need to check to make sure that I don't miss my cutoff for Grand Arena, because we did just get Mace. And I want to make sure that my new modding for Mace lands. Do you prefer subs on Twitch or YouTube? YouTube memberships, Jay, give me a better cut. So those of you that don't know, on Twitch, there is a 50-50 split in revenue. So say you pay $5 for a Twitch sub. 50% of that will go to Twitch, 50% of it comes to me. When it's YouTube, it's a 70%, 30% split. So if you spend that same $5, but give it to YouTube instead of Twitch, I will end up getting $3 or something, or there or thereabouts, right? $3.50, and YouTube will only take $1.50. So I'm essentially up $1. It makes a significant difference. When it's obviously not on individual memberships, it's like, oh, you get an extra $1. Who cares, right? But if you multiply that by like 200, all of a sudden that $1 makes a big difference, you know? How much in taxes? I mean, I have to pay taxes independently. So, I mean, taxes for me in the UK is based on your income, right? So the more you earn, the more you get taxed. So the UK has a tax agreement with America. I think taxes in America, if you don't have a tax agreement, it's like 30% or something. Something there or thereabouts. Might be 20%, 25%, can't remember. But the UK has a tax agreement with the US. So you don't necessarily get taxed. But I'll have to pay tax here, locally. Have I climbed in fleet? I have not. That's a good point. My fleet, my fleet payout is in an hour, so we have time. I probably took some mods off my pilots, didn't I? That's going to be painful. Choo 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 choo. So yeah, it's like I would like to do more testing with Mace, but all I've got is the exact same teams all around me, and he's not going to do great against JMK Cat. He just isn't. Don't tell Trump, he'll tariff you. You're probably right. You're probably right. Was hoping for some great Mother's level of broken with Mace. They should have given him a bespoke FDC instead of Temple Guard. Well, all I'll say is I wouldn't be surprised if something else comes in the next mod set that might help him. That's all I'll say. Should be able to auto it from here. If we only have enough Zetas and Ommis for 2 each on new Mace, what should we prioritize? Well, the Ommis is pretty easy if you're not a TW guild. If you don't care about TW, it's very easy for you to just ignore all the Ommis on Mace, right? Just don't put them on. Because they're TW Ommis. If you care about GAC Ommis, then the GAC characters are Jocasta Nu, right? Jocasta Nu, Temple Guard as well? Is that right? Temple Guard? I know that Depper is TB, right? As for Zetas, I really am not sure, Rob. I'm sorry. I didn't even look at the abilities. I just applied everything. I'm just going to double check to make sure Twitch is coming through. It is, because my Twitch chat seems to have a propensity to not actually refresh. Hey, what's going on, BSC? I'm doing well. How are you, good sir? Yeah, unfortunately, at least against JMK Cat with the current Cron, like I definitely think that if you reveal a character and you use the decapitate ability, you're going to do really good damage. You just are. But trying to get that to fly against something like JMK Cat is just never going to work. You're at such a disadvantage straight away. Scorch goes to shipments this week. Is that right? No, isn't it? Is it Scorched? It's not Disguised Clone Trooper. Is Disguised Clone Trooper already in shipments? I have no idea. CX2 should be farmable, right? Scorched to shipments, thank you. It was a trashy event. Yeah, there wasn't much to it. There wasn't much to it. Let's go ahead and see if I have any operations to place down. I do. Oh, god damn it. My guild has asked me to put Ayla down in mixed. I want to try out Mace in TB. God damn it. Alright, what do I need over here? Razor Crest and Kanan. In Op 5. Razor Crest, Kanan. And then Dark Side, they want my Boba Fett. Scione of Django. Which one? Op 2. Somebody's already taken my Boba Fett. See if there's another one hanging around somewhere. There. There we go. I took someone else's Boba Fett. Now I'm going to see if in the Felucia mixed... Has somebody already placed Ayla? Ah, they've already placed it. Nice. Somebody took my Ayla platoon. Good. Ranger! Coming forth. Thank you, Ranger, for the raid. I hope you had a good time, buddy. Hope you unlocked your mace. $400% offense or Jedi Vanguard long text level 4 on Ayla DC. What do I recommend? Are you thinking Riz, are you thinking this in the confines of using Ayla in a 3v3 environment for Mace Windu? Is that what you're thinking? Because generally you'd be using like Temple Guards. In 5v5, you'd probably use Temple Guard, right? This one over here. In 3v3, I'm going to be taking in this one. So I've got the damage reduction and the bulk. So I'm going for survivability. And this has got like 220% defense and 40% health steal. So I'm not saying that this is right. I just figured this would be annoying. Because I'm going to be using Depper and Ayla with Mace in 3s. So Ayla's got baked in health and protection recovery for the team as well as stuns. And she's going to be critting, and I've modded her for a lot of potency, right? So she'll always, hopefully, always land that potency stat. Always land that stun check, right? And when she's stunning people, she's going to be raising her crit chance and her crit damage and stuff like that. With this damage reduction, so that they can barely hurt me, and this bulk, and all the healing that Ayla brings and Mace brings and Depper brings, I figured this is going to be irritating. So I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing. Because we could look at it and we could be like, yeah, do we start with protection up and attackers can ignore taunt and healers and supports can revive and stuff like that? Maybe. Tanks immune to stun. I mean, that feels almost meh. Provoked is quite nice, to be fair, against Mace in particular, because it will help him hit that revealed, right? But I like the damage reduction. The 400% offense to their defense is nice, don't get me wrong. Harry, yes. It's impossible with Mace solo. You definitely need at least one more. Depper is the easy one to do. Congratulations, Papa Glop. So, I mean, I could try and take in that Datacron against these JMK cats, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference. Because ultimately, we're still going to immediately lose a unit at the rip. Hey. So I want to get that over here. Can we ignore? We cannot. So let's poke here. I mean, they are a lot tankier. Let's call in the assist. Oh, nice. We got Depper to assist. That's good. Right. That should be the Revealio. She's revealed. We'll do the Decapitate. It's good damage. Look at how little damage they're dealing because of the TM. That's actually huge. The survivability with all that, with that TM is actually great. This is actually playing better than the Temple Guard Cron right now. Oh man, if Depper would have went first then. Let's call in Mace. I still don't quite understand how this is actually performing better than the Temple Guard setup. We need some way of dispelling tenacity up. That was painful, though. Losing Mace is kind of a big no-no. Grab it! Grip it and rip it. Look at how little damage Ayla is taking. She's an absolute boss now. Ooh! Go on, Granny, with a gun. Come on. Yeah, crit hit immunity kind of sucks. They can't do anything to Ayla. She's such a tank. That is insane, dude. They literally can't do anything to Ayla. They are hurting the granny, though. Eek. Come on. Yeah, I don't see this going particularly well. Come on. I am impressed at how survivable this is. This reinforces my opinion that the damage reduction Kron is probably very good to have. As soon as she's got below that turn meter, though, that's when it... Yeah. That's when it becomes an issue. Sucky, sucky. Good. Painful. Ayla has to be the 5th for the raid? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. Blow him up then, Granny. Now, I definitely didn't play that quite right, but that was still interesting nonetheless. Interesting nonetheless. I just wish somebody would drop me so I can face something other than JMK Cats. Let's go against Thick. Tyrrick Thorn. Okay, so. Over here, I still think we get the Revelio over there. If we didn't have... If we had insta-kill immunity at the start, that would be the ideal situation, really. Just a basic to get the shatter point. Oh, I just realized that they've got gas in this squad, so he's increased our cooldowns. That kind of sucks. Yeah, we didn't manage to reveal her. Ayla just tanking it so well, man. So impressed by that. We got the 1 kill on her. Well, there goes our cooldowns. Come on. Keep hitting them with Shatter Point. Lower their stats. Come on. She is revealed, so... Ooh, Granny! Yeah. Potentially if we'd got the revealed a bit earlier, maybe. But yeah, the gas does kind of throw a spanner in the works. Maybe we have to try and take out gas first. Who knows? I played back-to-back too much. Look at how good Ayla is at tanking, dude. I genuinely am so impressed by that. She really can tank those hits. Yeah. I'll try it one more time. Try it one more time. Yeah, I've done the error battle, sheep. Yeah. I'll try this time instead going after gas. Gas causing us issues, of course, because of all of the cooldown increases. Come on. Oh, we're not going to get in time. Not going to get there in time for gas, I don't think. Can't crit him, so can't stun him. I might as well do the decapitation there. He's got to 4. He's been revealed. Now the question remains, can we actually... Oh, God. Can we actually do anything to gas before he just kills the rest of us? Probably not, now that we've lost Mace. No. I'm not liking our odds, ladies and gentlemen. Can I show my mods on Ayla? Yes. I will absolutely show my mods on Ayla. I mean, to be fair, the real reason she's this survivable is mostly because of the Datacron. And her new unique is making her a lot tankier than she was previously. So, for context, because you might not have seen it earlier, I'm running this, the Datacron over here. If we've got over 50% turn meter, we take 75% less damage, 221% defense on it. And then there's the Ayla one. This is literally doing nothing against JMK, which is frustrating. And then extra stacks of max health and stuff. And my Ayla is modded potency and then an offset. She's got 307 speed, not a whole lot of health and protection. She's got 130% potency over here. The crit chance really doesn't matter because her unique gives her so much. So 30% extra max health, potency, tenacity. That's great. And 30% max protection until she's defeated. She gains 50% crit chance, tenacity, 30% defense, and 5% offense per relic amplifier level. So that's 40% offense and like 400% crit chance, tenacity, and defense. So that's why she's really, really tanky. Whenever she stuns an enemy, Jedi Vanguards are going to recover health and protection. Again, JMK with all that bonus protection. If he's got bonus protection, you can't crit. If you can't crit, you can't stun. So you're not getting all this health and protection recovery. And whenever she crits an enemy, she gains more crit chance, more crit damage. If that enemy had a stack of investigation, they gain another stack. So it's like, unfortunately, JMK is really just a hard counter to this right now. Need to climb in fleet again. But yeah, I believe that Ayla has to be the 5th. Like, Ayla's got too much direct synergy with Mace. You can make arguments to not use Jocasta Nu in the Mace team, split that off into a Keller and Beck team. But you can't really make an argument to throw Ayla elsewhere. She needs Mace Windu's lead to really do anything. And he is sneakily a Sith. I mean, in the future he is, right? Boom, boom, boom. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Dum, 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 ba-dum. Make sure you do hit that like button while you are here, please, tribe, if you could. I'm just going to try and not do that, apparently. When does the new raid drop? Tomorrow, Dave. Tomorrow, good sir. It droppeth tomorrow. Unfortunately, my raid is only just wrapping up now, so we're going to have to take some time to earn the tickets for the new raid to launch. Which is frustrating. Oh, have a look. Revan over here has just upgraded his mace to R9. How many we get? Omicrons on Mace Windu, 1 Relic 9, all the gears and stuff, 2 Relic 9s, 3 Relic 9s, 4 Relic 9s. Oh, that's Depper, sorry. Temple Guard to Relic 9. Mace Windu, Mace Windu. Yeah, lots of people doing it. Jocasta Nu to Relic 9. Zetas and Omicrons and all sorts. You need the Balin event. You need it. Yeah, it's a good time. I do wish that the AI would actually use the basic on Interceptor. You're able to 2-man tier 7 with Mace and Deeper? Same Ecliptic. It was actually incredibly, like, it was impossible with just Mace. Couldn't even clear the first wave. You throw in Deeper and it's, like, full auto. I did tier 5 with solo Mace. Then I took in a full tier team for the R7 tier, and then it was just Mace and Depper for the final tier. So I really should have tested if you could just do solo Mace and Depper. But if they can do the tier 9 one, they can do the tier 7 one. It's not like the Nightfall era. It's not like the Nightfall era battle, where you get loaned a unit that scales with the difficulty in this. Because, you know, like in the Nightfall era, you get a Lord Vader, right? The enemy scales and your Lord Vader scales based on the difficulty. This one, it's just your own units. So realistically, if you've got R9 units, they're going to perform better here compared to here. But yeah, just having Mason and Depper is enough. I am now going to be so dry on ability on relic mats. Because R9 and R9 over here, which means I've only got 30 Girder keypads left. I need to R9 Tarkin. Need to R9 Tarkin for the clone team. I'll need to R9 Temple Guard as well, once we hit that sub goal on Twitch. Yeah, so in 22 subs, I've got an R9 Temple Guard as well. So it's all getting closer. And then I'll have 3 of the Vanguard characters at Relic 9. And it would seem foolish not to get those last 2 to Relic 9. So that I have got, you know, the full get-up, you know? Yeah, so I'll have a second R9 raid team, basically. Need to slum it on an older raid for a bit. Yeah, that's fair, Dave. I'm hoping those 2 and Ayla will be able to underman the max tier in the raid. I mean, potentially. The R9 tiers have got lots of nice juicy stuff that help, particularly with the execute stacks on Lord Vader. But if you go underman, there's also penalties for you. So it's going to take a little bit of umming and ahhing to figure out how much you can underman by. Which Ommis do I have on Jocasta? I don't have the basic. The basic didn't feel worthwhile. On her turn, grant Jedi Vanguard allies every dispellable buff she has for 1 turn. It's like, it's not bad, but it just didn't feel great. You know, it just felt like, meh. So, jury's out on that one. What am I missing on Temple Guard? Oh, it's just him wanting to go to Relic 9. And Ayla is probably just wanting R9, isn't she? Don't think I'll have a Leia solo solve, but I'm happy I'll figure out any Underman team. Yeah. Oh no, I'm definitely going to... I'll be doing as much testing as I possibly can as soon as the raid goes live for us. Unfortunately, it will not be... straight away. Oh, I have some fleet currency to use. Fleet energy to use. Grab him. Let's get her done. Alright. Let me test Mace Windu with the handcuffs and Jocasta Ommis. What? Mace Windu with handcuffs and Jocasta Ommis? Beg pardon? I'd like to see how... I do think that it will be a good TW team. Granted, you need the TW Ommis. So I put on all of his Ommis, but his TW Ommis do seem pretty good. The Hammer of Ryloth one, what's this one? Reduce the defense of all enemies by 20% stacking every time he uses it. Inflict all revealed enemies with heal immunity, protection disruption for 2 turns. That'd be nice, which can't be dispelled, evaded, or resistance. All enemies who have already got a stack of investigation gain 2 stacks. That's helpful. This one over here lets you... I believe it lets you reveal Galactic Legends, which is the big thing. Can't be instantly defeated. So you could probably actually beat JMK. Like, you could probably beat JMK, because, like, part of the issue is you're going against JMK in Squad Arena, and they just immediately yeet out your Temple Guard, and then you're like, ah. Whenever Jedi Vanguard ally gains Deflective Ward, all other Jedi Vanguard allies gain Deflective Ward until they receive damage. If there is an ally Jocasta new, she gains 100% defense, max health, and max protection, and she can't be targeted until Mace Windu is defeated. 10% mastery per revealed enemy. Nice. 20% if they're Vanguard. Nice. Until the end of the encounter. If there is an ally Jedi Anakin, he does not get the mastery increase. Love it. Whenever an enemy gains a stack of investigation, Vanguard allies gain 1% mastery stacking until the end of each encounter. Jedi Vanguard allies take 5% reduced damage from enemies with stacks of investigation. 15% if they're revealed. Yeah, it's really good. That leader, Ommi, is very good. Vanguard allies ignore taunt effects for 1 turn. That's nice. During Mace's bonus turn, whenever an enemy becomes revealed, reset the cooldown of Mace's abilities, gains 30% offense stacking and 10% speed stacking whenever a revealed enemy is defeated until the end of the encounter. When he's damaged by a revealed enemy by turn, he recovers 5% health and protection, gains 5% turn meter, and inflicts them a speed down, which comes... Yeah, that's very nice as well. It's very nice. He's mid outside of TW. Mace Windu gets the GI treatment. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean with TW Omicrons? I thought you were talking about until Reaver comes out. Yeah. I think he'll be great in TW. I really do. I think he'll have some options in GAC. He's just not going to be a guy that's toppling down GLs left and right outside of TW. I'm interested to see what this 3v3 setup's going to play like. I'm quietly hopeful. Basically, quietly hopeful would be my best way of articulating it. Testing isn't real till GAC, because that's the only game mode that matters. Isn't that right, MJ? Yeah, yeah. So it would have been fun if we could have, you know, tried it out against other things. I'll leave the Mace Windu team in there so people can have fun with it. You know, they can go in and test it. Maybe we'll actually be able to drop a little bit and test it against other things. Yeah, he had some pretty ginormous sleeves, bro. Like, they are comical in this. Like, they are so long. But they were quite long in the film as well. Excuse me. Excuse me. Baking powder. All right. Let's climb into first. Am I going to be streaming Marvel Rivals again? Probably at some point, Luke. Yeah. It's usually on an off week when I don't have a whole lot to do or stream. I might do a little bit of that. I've been tempted to get the new survival game, Dune Awakening. Has anybody played that? What's the verdict on that? Do you need all tunes to be R7 or just Mace at R7 for that tier? What, for tier for the R7 tier? I did it. You can't solo that with Mace. You need one more. You need one more. If you just do Dapper, you'll be fine. I feel. I took in the full squad. But I think if you just have Dapper and Mace, if you have both of them at R9, you should be fine. And that will apply to all tiers. A buddy of yours plays Dune and loves it. I have to give it a try. It looks good. Looks interesting. Wish there was a Star Wars version planned to me. That's fair. That's fair. It's a fair argument to make. It would be nice if we did get some more Star Wars games in general. The next one that we've got is that strategy game that's from the people that made XCOM, right? I'm not sure when that's coming out, though. Not for a while. Yeah, Zero Company. Star Wars Zero Company. Release date. When's that coming out? Schedule for release next year. Don't worry, guys. We just have to wait at least a year. Sol, you're a good person. Stargate would have also rocked. Hell yeah, Casey. I've played a little bit of XCOM, not a lot. I watched your Jar Jar unlock vid in prep for the almost being ready for the event later this week. Did they ever fix the shield generator bug? I'm not sure. I think they fixed part of it at the very least. R6 Temple Guard with crit avoidance arrow and 6 dot defense mods wins. Good stuff, Dale. That's good to know, Dragon Liver. I might poke my patrons to see if they're interested in playing it. You don't get the hate for Outlaws? I loved it. I have a great PC though. I thought it was okay. I think it suffered... I've said this a lot. It suffered too much from Ubisoft, being Ubisoft, in so much as they wanted to create these massive open world maps full of useless shit that just bogs down the game experience. And it... my main concern with it is that the game would be far more enjoyable if they just made a linear game. If they've spent more time just focusing on making a really tight story with good set pieces and slightly better combat. I think the combat was a little bit uninspired. I think overall the game experience would be much better than, hey, let's have massive open world maps full of useless crap and have like a puddle deep system when it comes to gaining your favor with the different crime syndicates. You know, there's no depth to it. Today is sign up, Dave. So GAC will be going live about this time. Well, yeah, about this time tomorrow, a little bit later, when GAC attack phase goes. So in an hour, the lock-in starts. Then in 24 hours, it'll go live. Do. All right, so we are first in Fleet Arena. I better put on my 3v3 mod set, because that can be quite irritating to put together. 3v3. Let's get working on that. Yay, 3v3 mod sets loading in, baby. You made a Lego version of the Trailblazer? Full minifig scale. I will say that Outlaws, like when it did stuff right, it was actually very good. Like some of the story points were good. It felt very Star Wars-esque. Having all those little cameos in the game were really cool. There's a really badass scene with Vader later on. So it nails the feeling of Star Wars, of living in a Star Wars universe and having those interactions with those famous characters and stuff like that. That was all very cool. But it was just a little bit too much around like, why do we have XYZ characters? Why are their interactions in the plot so very limited? Like half the crew that you assemble, you do like one mission with them, and then you don't really ever... What the hell is this? Galaxy of Heroes service call error. Service unreachable. That's not ideal, guys. That's not ideal. I've got an hour left to try and fix my GAC modding, and it looks like Hot Utils has gone down. I forgot what I was talking about. I made a... Oh, yeah, you totally forgot us just to sign up. Yeah, that's fine. The crew was underused. Well, in Outlaws, the crew was underdeveloped, apart from ND5. ND5 felt like ND5 and Nyx had all of the priority, I feel, which is fine. It is fine, but it really did feel like the rest of the crew could have done with more work. And I like to blame the fact that they made such a large open world as the reason for that. If they'd allocated more time to other areas of the game, I feel like it would have been a better experience. And the pacing would have been so much better. And I know we can make the argument that nobody's forcing you to go out into the world map and find collectibles and work on the, the crime syndicate missions and stuff like that. That was another thing. Those missions were just filler. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Great. Hot Utils is down right before lock-in. Super. Super. Sorry, give me a sec. Right, I need to see if there's a post on the Hot Utils Discord server about it being down. Where is Hot Utils? Has it disappeared? Where is Hot Utils? Where are you? I have too many Discord servers that I'm in, guys. Too many Discord servers. Ah, there it is. Finally. Community announcements. No. Troubleshooting and help. No. No announcements on the Hot Utils website. Always happens during an event like this. So many people remodding, probably. I guess you'll have to put the mods back with your in-game loadouts. My what now? No, I'd already saved my my mod loadouts before, but it would be without Mace, and that kind of feels stupid. Plus, poor technical performance sure didn't help. Yeah, it wasn't the best technical, but I didn't struggle on my end. If I was just playing it and not streaming it, if I tried to play and stream at the same time, it definitely struggled a bit. Because I have a decent PC, but by no means like a monster PC. You don't even see anyone chatting in their Discord? No. To be fair, I have absolutely no idea where to chat. Troubleshooting and help. I'll just message Hot Sauce. I'll just message Hot Sauce directly and see if... he probably won't be around and won't be able to see my message or anything like that, but we can always try. I'm just trying again on the website to see if it's going to load something in. Creating mod task, creating mod task, creating mod task. Applying loadout. No, it's working now. Ignore me. It seems to be working. Again, was having issues. All right. Oh no. Edit. No. Cancel that. Yeah, I really need to hope that they can fix this before the lock-in for GAC. Really hope they can fix that before GAC lock-in. There were people glitching through the floors through the entire buildings. I didn't have that. I never had that. I had some weird stuff. I had some very weird stuff that did happen occasionally. But I didn't have, like, really bad screen tearing or like, game-breaking bugs happen that often. It's just another chore-bloated game like Ubisoft's... Yeah, I think that was my biggest issue with it, Epic Trail. There is too much Ubisoft bloat in it. Hopefully CG isn't rate limiting them again. No idea. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what falls out. It could be that, you know, TB's gone live and maybe it's trying to, you know, trying to deal with the people that are trying to platoon stuff. I'm not sure. Sometimes it takes a couple of hours to clear. Oh, that's not ideal, considering the lock-in is in like an hour and 20 minutes. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo? Is the best one to put at higher relics for the era battles. I can't confirm that. I just know that we did Depper and Mace, and it was easy. It was a complete walk. Do I have enough credits to remod? Yeah, I've got like 240 million credits. More than enough to shake a stick at. Yeah, Galaxy of Heroes Service Call Error 3. Service Unreachable Exception Error. Encountered when trying to access EADP to get age requirements. I'm old as fuck, dude. Makes me nervous. Ooh, and it makes me nervous. Is there a new GL out? Hey, PK, how you doing, brother? No, new legendary unit of Mace. I assume you've quit the game, PK. Haven't seen you in a while, good sir. How's stuff? Do. Been quite a while. You're a young lad. I'm old as balls. I'm old as balls. All my hair's falling out. Well, it's that's a long lost cause, I think. My hair, isn't it? Just working for a living? Yeah, I've been good, man. Been real good. Just bought a house. My very first house. Yay! Very exciting. Very exciting. And so we're moving in like 2 weeks, which is cool. Glad to hear you're doing well. Not like Palpatine. No, I'm not quite as old as Palps. It's about 20 minutes away, so it's not too far. Not too far at all. So I'll be sad to leave my stream room. The stream room has been very good to me. It's been a nice place, but the way I look at it, I get to set up a brand new stream room, and I'll be able to do stuff like drill stuff into the walls. I'll be able to repaint and decorate, make it look like I want it to look like. Object reference not set to instance of an object. What? What is your name? Boop, boop. Do. Oh, it might have set one of the mod sets. Maybe. Let's see. It might have set one of them. Oh, I have Carthrick in my VC. Hey, Carthrick, what you doing in my VC, buddy?
You know,
chilling,
whaling.
Whaling? So what are you whaling on right now? There's nothing to whale on.
Nothing. Oh, just getting Mace set up and.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah.
Ready to.
How many of the Mace's faction did you R9?
I mean the entire thing.
The whole team. That's how we like to do it. Yeah, don't blame me. To be fair.
I'm just debating on the rest of them going to R9 for the sake of. Oh, that was the question I just about to ask Night Fox.
What?
Oh.
Oh, hi Night Fox. How you doing, buddy?
I was asking if how his Jedi Master Mace unlock was coming, and I just saw the display in the chat where
the guild chat.
Yeah, R9 unlock. Oh, okay.
That's how it's going.
That's how it's going.
Oh, Night Fox, did you R9 Mace?
Yeah, I had an accident last night.
Oh, what did you accidentally rob a bank? Was it a Bank of Karth? Did you rob the Bank of Karth?
I tripped and fell and it just came into some shards.
Yeah. he had an accidental run-in with forced taking of money.
Oh gosh. Oh my god, I'll send my condolences out to you, Night Fox. I'm very sorry.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
It must have been a really hard time for you, buddy.
Oh, it really was. Yeah.
Yeah, just a painful time.
Dude.
Yeah.
The event was interesting. I not like complicated, but I did like the fact that they at least try to do something besides just beat things until things die.
Yeah, they tried to put a little bit of strategy into it, right? Into each tier. But it was also a little bit like pulling teeth.
Yeah, that bad I was just sat there. It took me quite a few attempts because, like, okay, do I kill this guy first? No, because now he's killed me. Okay, let's change it up again.
Yeah.
Just have everything Relic 9 with really good mods, and then it's just...
And then auto it, yeah.
I mean, mine were Relic... They were Relic 9. Just, okay, I didn't have the greatest mods, I guess.
Yeah, just smash
the other 2 tiers were pretty straightforward, and that Kanan one was irritating, but no, they were straightforward enough.
The crimes against the Republic assault battle or era battle, does it immediately start getting reduced when the next era starts?
No, we've got quite a lot of it. We've got like 20 instances of it, basically.
I was just curious because I was thinking that when the new era start, they would immediately just rotate it out. Which would
well, I mean, that's not how it appeared in the calendar that they originally put out. In the calendar they originally put out, it was going for several more weeks, basically alongside all of the new pirate ones. So like all of next fucking era, basically.
But it's still running twice a week next?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right, because that's what I was like, if it immediately drops down to once a week after this is over, like I would not recommend the R9 mace. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I would for other reasons, but not because of the assault battle. Like, this team is still going to be like low key ridiculous.
No doubt there.
So much damage, man. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I mean,
you got 3 attackers on this team, and they just all clap booty cheeks.
I was, I tell you what, I was testing out Mace. I don't know if you saw it, but I was having better success using Ayla's Datacron compared to Jedi Vanguard's Datacron against JMK.
Well, the stats are so much better though, because like having that massive defensive wall is gonna be just nutty.
Ayla is like, she is so hard to hurt. Like,
yeah,
she's only got like 150k total combined max health and protection on my squad, and the whole team was like wailing on her and doing like 6,000 damage a hit. They weren't doing anything. It was great.
That's fantastic. All right, I guess we need to R9 some other characters now.
Are you all out? You're fresh out of teams to R9. Like
no, on the alt. Sorry, I'm just.
Oh right.
I was gonna say I've got some teams you can R9.
Yeah, no joke. Oh yeah. Let me just start writing checks. No, I was just trying to see if it was going to be worth it for the additional crystals.
Yeah, I'll have to find the error post that they did. CG Nightfall error swagger.
I'm like hoping we get a post today with the rest of the era stuff for the next one, because they gotta be putting the update out either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, no, we should get something. We should definitely get something. I did poke Meathead yesterday to try and get a little bit of info, but he was being tight-lipped.
Yeah. Did he tell you to go suck a fat one?
I asked him if we were going to get news yesterday. Yesterday I asked him, will we get some news on the new era battle and the new era today or tomorrow? And he said yes. I was like, damn it, Meathead.
Yeah. I asked him the other day. I was like, I sent him a gif of Hondo. It was like a pirate needs a ship, and it's just like, but which ship? And I'm like, all right, so we're going nowhere productive. So I sent him back one of the Black Pearl.
Yeah, we did joke about that. Yeah, here you go, Carl. If I put it in patron chat.
Wait, I have to read patron chat?
Yeah, bro.
I refuse.
How dare you assume that I'm a patron? So yeah, that's showing that we're going to get, even when the pirate era starts, we're getting another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more on top of the 2 we get this week. So 10 in total. So that's, 20k crystals.
Okay, yeah, all right, that makes a good amount of sense then. I was just like, worried they would rotate it out like immediately. So, oh yeah, so they're, oh man, those are gonna be nutty weeks. Think of it this way. 5, 10, 20, that's 25. Until
That's
they
so
start
many,
adding it.
so many.
That's 25
R9s.
droid brain. Like, yeah, the next 2 weeks, the next month is basically every other week's gonna drop a full R9. That's,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
is
if you're also doing the pirate stuff, yeah. If and it depends on when you can hit the top tiers of the pirate stuff as well.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I would assume probably by the next run of the pirate stuff, they
yeah, probably. Yeah. It looks like it's 2 teams, each with 3 character releases. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
Smee gets the Jolly Roger. Ding, ding, ding.
Because I was debating on whether or not I wanted to save some materials to try to bring up the Bad Batch to another relic level. That's kind of what I was holding off on, was trying to save that. But so we're thinking Depa's Temple Guard. Were people trying to figure out if you could underman it without taking all 3 to R9?
All 3 what?
Or sorry, all 4. The last tier of the
Oh,
event.
I just did it with Depa. It's like full auto.
Just 2-man with Depa?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a joke. It's really funny. It goes from solo with Mace getting 1-tapped by a Royal Guard hitting you for 170k to just full auto with Depa. It's like, okay.
It doesn't really surprise me though, because of how much damage is behind them being tied together. So much of their kit relies on the other one being present.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the survivability that surprises me. They go from being able to, like, it feels like Royal Guard takes 2 turns for each one of yours and hits you for massive damage, to them barely doing anything. So okay.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of passive TM gain too with her, so that's not a huge surprise.
Although Mace just took my Emily R9, so I need raid payout to get another one.
I need lots of mats now, because I
just get lucky with the drops from the era battle, because I haven't done that yet, and I can refresh Duel of the Fates.
Oh, Duel of the Fate, yeah, about to say, because the era battle,
tomorrow.
The era battle, the Relic 7 tier is the guaranteed droid brains. So
yep, it's so good.
I'm actually like really okay with the fact that they have made the era battles like just straight up a worthwhile investment, because the return on it is pretty nutty.
I think they've done a good job of balancing those era battles to reward every type of player. I think that's what I like the most about it. It's like, if you're a free-to-play player, you can get some free shards, and that can make a significant difference. If you've just got, like, if you've taken your characters up to 4 or 5 stars, so you've put a little bit of investment in, you can potentially get enough to do the first 2 tiers to get even more shards. If you've whaled fully, and you've unlocked all the characters, you get crap loads of high-level rewards. If you've then taken them to R9, you get amazing rewards. It's like, it's spread out really well. What mods should we use for Mace's journey? Doc, it depends on the tier, really. Like, I didn't change anything default from my clone troopers, but my clone troopers were Relic 9, so it was just long more than anything. It took ages.
I just did this thing called Getting Good.
Getting gooder. And I used trash tier mods on the Temple Guard tier. That was more about approach, but he was also Relic 8. I hear at Relic 5 that tier is awkward as fuck.
Mine was Relic 7 with all 5A mods, and I got slapped. I survived for a few turns, but I mean, I didn't even look at how to do it before I went in. I just hit play, and it's like, yeah, let's go. And then he was just hitting me quite hard. As soon as I upgraded the mods, I went and did it next turn.
Yeah.
Got into the yellow a few times, but it's like I knew what I was doing, so it wasn't as bad.
Yeah, if you can balance the recovery with your crit hit immunity, it's not terrible, but it's just gonna be one of those things where it's like you need to.
Bad bone.
I think Slant is in reference to the tier, the Mace tier. That's what we were talking about.
You just need Mace and Dapper. Job done. Just Mace and Dapper. Job done. Which is nice.
Yeah. I guess I'll go get my free crystals. I don't mind taking the team up because I think this team's going to be just like nutty and everywhere that you can place them. But it's just like more or less I'm stuck in the mindset of the raid stuff. It's like what are the splits going to be? Is it worthwhile? Because like right now, like if you can't do both teams to R9, it's almost like completely pointless to take everybody up. Because if you split the JV faction for two different teams to get a better max raid score, then you have to do either everybody up or you have to do
everybody up or everybody.
Yeah.
No, Karth, I don't think you necessarily have to just go balls deep. I'm quite happy just having my clones.
You can't go balls deep on Balls Dappa?
She's R9, baby. The only thing I didn't do is give her TB on me. All right?
I did.
Of course you did, but you have everything.
It's true. It's true. It is no inconvenience to me whatsoever.
It's no skin off your nose.
No, I have exactly 60 Amis left for SME in
nice
month.
Yeah, I now am down to 67 Amis because I put 2 on the Bad Batch, the new Bad Batch for GAC, and I just did all of Mace's. So I'll have enough for SME.
Dude, they're going to be a bloody monster when it comes to 5v5.
Yeah, 5v5 is a good team, I feel. 3v3 is a little bit awkward.
They're going to require true damage to kill them in 5v5 because you take that 15% health of protection for each ally and 300% defense, and they'll recover faster than you can damage them. It's like everyone's going to be panicking putting JML on killing Bad Batch because you have no other choice.
Good times. Can't you just Treya it though? Wouldn't Treya work?
Treya can work, but it depends on how long you get caught out, I guess, is because you're waiting on Nihilus's damage to do anything because they're gonna have so much defense. So you have to wait for Nihilus to annihilate everything.
Yeah.
It might take you a fat minute to get through it.
Fair.
And at that junction, she's like, yeah, you might get like Wrecker or Omega out with an annihilate, but the did they fix the bug where the captive was overriding the annihilate mechanic?
No, that's if you use annihilate, they just go straight to captured.
Yeah, so it's like
even then, because I've done it in threes. So
yeah, you have to do it 4 times. I'm like, oh man, that is gonna be so rough.
What's the Zeta order for Bad Batch? Assuming I only have half of them, Jet. I can't help with Zeta orders. I'm really sorry, man. Like, I'm at that point where I literally just put all of them on. I don't even read what they do at this point. I'm just like, yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, absolutely. So I really do wish I could help. Maybe Karth's got some insight.
No, I know it's like it's the same general gist of every single team is like you get the leader stuff sorted first, and then you look at like the uniques of like who's bolstering the most where and when, and then damage, and then that's about it. But I mean, Bad Batch in their own right is one of those teams which they're very good, they're a lot of fun, but they do need a high level relic investment to be 100% viable. Like they otherwise they just flounder too much.
Yeah, Omega in particular seems like she massively benefits from high relics, and so does Wrecker. Like I've seen Wrecker just be an absolute unit. Like,
Omega's recovery is based off of relic levels too. That's why I'm saying like this next go of
Gotcha, Jet.
This next go of sorry, 5v5.
All right.
I'm trying to multitask and my brain's cutting out halfway in between.
Welcome to streaming.
This next era of 5v5 is going to be 100% just like if you can get enough high defense crons, like any team with a decent amount of recovery, especially since like the reason why I say Bad Batch is going to be such a nightmare is because they auto dispel heal immunity. So unless it's locked, they just get rid of it right away. And so it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, there is just going to be so much pain and suffrage because you can't lock them down, and they recover. Like every time they take a hit, they recover 5% health and protection.
Yeah.
So it's like, but if you only do like 2,000 damage to them and they're recovering 30,000 health and protection every time you touch them, it's just like, well, I guess that's the end of the match. So I feel like there's going to, in 5v5 in particular, there's going to be a lot greater timeout risks for a lot of those squads. They're just going to be people that just have to realize they're going to have to save a lot more firepower for offense.
Yeah. Jay, that's pretty much where I'm at too. Sorry, Foxy.
Royal Guard. Oh, I see what you mean with Royal Guard in that R9 tier. But yeah, they take a turn, and I get one shot for a 218k.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, the Royal Guard is hilarious. He's just like, poke, you're dead.
I got the keypads for an R9, but I only have 10 out of the 40 impulse detectors. So it's like, yeah, okay, I can't R9 her today, right. But I'll see. I'll check when our raid ends.
Just blow up all your gear. It's not, you don't need it.
I don't have any, that's the issue. I've just done that.
But sir, I've done that already.
Yeah,
I had to just get a few for Mace to R9, so I had 34 out of 40. So that put me down to 0. It's like, okay, let me just get. Okay, I got 11.
Yeah.
I think unlocking Mace was the first time in a fat minute where I actually had to go buy gear to upgrade a character.
Oh, really? Is it because you've just been dismantling all your gear?
Yeah. Well, everything but gear turned into like Relic 7 plus mats. I'll hit a certain threshold and just demo it down and move along.
Yeah. Our raid ends in a day and 3 hours, not 3 hours. That's a shame.
I do
done for next time.
I do get that approach, Garth, because like you do reach a point where gear is irrelevant. And it's just like, yeah, I just know that I'll just hit upgrade 13 times or 12 times and then I'll get to relic levels. So you might as well be breaking down that for relic mats. But it's so like cost inefficient that you can just blow through all your gear and get nowhere.
I always keep enough to like do a certain thing, but it's just the fact that we have back-to-back like character releases that they use all the same materials. So it's like usually I carry like I always have like 150 furnaces and 150 of like most of the gear 12 stuff. So I always have the gear in reserve, but anything beyond that is basically just trash because it's I don't need it for anything else. Characters come once every 2 weeks at the absolute fastest, unless you have, a legendary event show up.
Or a conquest unit dropping.
Yeah, but usually conquest units drop on the off week anyway, so you have time, to pick it up and sort it out. Or sometimes you do, not always, but anyways. So it's serviceable to work around it, I guess is the main takeaway. And so this one just happened to be where it was like, well, Depa and Mace, they both required quite a few things that are the same, so yeah,
what is going on with Hot Utils, dude? I can't move mod sets.
Listen, I want to sympathize with you.
Yeah.
On it being frustrating for you to not be able to move your mod sets prior to GAC.
Yeah.
But, and the massive caveat here is, maybe when you get good, it'll matter.
I need to remod, damn it, Karth. I just went 3-0. I'm obviously good. My roster.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with going like what 0-3. What was your 5?
Oh, dude, I went like 8-1 in 5v5.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like
we're having a nice little rally.
Yeah, I dropped all the way into Kaiba 2, and then I then won a bunch of stuff, and I still couldn't even make it back into Kaiba 1. But Hot Utils is definitely fucked up right now. And it's really annoying because it was working earlier.
About 8 minutes ago, it's gone down for approximately 10 minutes. EXO's just put in chat.
Yeah. It's really fucking annoying because I literally remodded everything. But I've remodded fucking around with... Like, I remodded for the Mace team to test it in Squad Arena, and it was absolutely fine. And now I'm trying to put all my mods back and lock into GAC with everything hunky-dory, and Hot Utils is dead.
Yeah, I've just done mine in the game, like to
Just-
mod Mace and swap some mods around with a few units. Now I've saved my roster for GAC. I just need to wait for Hot Utils to come back to save it in Hot Utils as well. So when I start
Okay.
remodding for the raid, I don't fuck everything up.
Or, and hear me out, we
Mm.
just do that part.
Hey, Gaz, how you doing, buddy? We're just chilling. DM hot sauce to hurry up? Yeah. Systems
Good luck
down
with
for
that.
approximately 10 minutes to try and CG the rate limit issues going on with CG. Okay. I have no idea what any of that means, but thank you. Well, I understand that it's down. Because I did check the announcement. Yeah, okay, so that was 10 minutes ago. System coming down for approximately 10 minutes. Okay, right, cool. Thank you, buddy. Because I did check there first and foremost, and there was nothing on, and then I DM'd Hot Sauce, and I was like, hey, buddy, what's going on? Is it fucked?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yes, indeed. Start putting the mods on manually? Oh my god, dude. Don't hurt my
Hell
feelings,
yeah. That is the only way to live your
bro. I'm trying to imagine what that's like. What comparison can I make for that? I don't know.
Have you ever tried dragging your nuts over a cheese grater?
No, I think it's more like when you have sex without wearing a condom. And then somebody is like, yeah, but you could just wear
all
a condom.
the times I've had sex.
Joke's on you, I've never had sex.
Whoa. Hey, not what I said. Rude.
You know, it's like you could just put a condom on, you know, and you're like, yeah, you could, but it's just not the same. It's not the same.
Nope. It's not.
Let it be known I'm also in a long-term committed relationship, and the only person that I have sex with is Mrs. Scribble. So it's not like I'm talking anything untoward here.
We are
It's
not
fun for the new
promoting-
raid, yeah. I'm not promoting unsafe sex. It's perfectly safe with me and Mrs. Scribble.
All right. Got a fancy Alacron. Now let's go relock into GAC.
Do 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 boo 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 boo. Yeah. Come on, Hot Utils, please come back to life.
See, this is why you don't mess around with mods prior to, unlocking a new character.
I was
everything else.
trying to sort out, like, I did the sensible thing of get the whole, like, I was testing Mace. I had Hot Utils running in the background, building my new mod loadout. I saved it down. I split it up into different sets so I could load it all in. And I was like, okay, testing done, 2 hours to spare, plenty of time, and then it fucks up. I was being as sensible as I could.
Clearly not, since you should have just saved every single character's loadout in your game and then had a manual backup.
Yeah. If only CG didn't suck so much with their mod management in game.
I
mean, it's better than it was, to be fair.
Yeah, I'll give that to you halfway. It's not terrible. It's just the fact that, like, if they have a game that is designed on, like, switching mods to be, like, ideal, then you should probably have a better way of being able to do that in your inventory. That's all. That's all I've got.
Yeah.
Have you talked mad shit about this Ascension pack yet?
No. I saw an Ascension pack. I claimed the free tier and I didn't look at the rest of it. What is it?
It's a chaotic mess of, like, getting nothing achieved.
Oh, good. That's what we want. Well, it's not really what we want, but
yeah, for the price tag on it, which I think the full package, it's 50, 75, 80, 95, 105, so $110 for this pack.
Okay.
And you get like 50-ish shards of each character, sort of.
What do you mean, sort of? How do you sort of?
Well,
I'll have to check it.
I'm trying to math in my head.
But the math ain't mathin', bro.
It's 10 of Scorch, 20 of Scorch, 30 of Scorch, 40 of... So there's 40 of Scorch, 10... 20 of CX2. Okay, there's 35 of Temple Guard, 50 of Depa. There's like 30 of 40 of Apo. It's all over the road. Like, it's just nothing's consistent.
So
like,
you're saying it's like 30 to 50 shards of each of the new marquees.
Marquees, yeah, but it's like Apo and CX2 were the first two to drop, so they should be like the lower priorities. There should be a bigger focus on like Depa and Temple Guard and maybe like just guys Clone Trooper or Scorch, and like they're the one that it makes no sense. The pack makes no sense.
In total it's somewhere between then 150 and like 200 shards for about $100. So like the price point is normally like $1 per shard. Like that's their sort of average. So in that context, it's good. But the problem is who the fuck is supposed to buy that? Who's gone like halfway there with every character and not? I mean, maybe people have, but
but yeah, like who's that close on all those fronts? It's like
they're going to drop $100.
They usually, when they do these events, they bring out like the individual. They bring like a cheaper, like a $20 version of the marquee pack, $20 for 30 shards, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like they bring those back around, and they didn't on this one. They did bring the crystal pack, 8,000 crystals. It gets you a guaranteed 10 of every single character, plus some gear.
Yeah.
And then the second card gives you an additional 10 of one of the characters.
Oh, see that. I hate it when it's random. Like I can't get on board when it's random. Even a 20% chance of getting the character you want. It's just like, no.
Yeah, no, and then when there's 6 characters to pull from,
yeah.
Sometimes I look at it and I'm just like,
hey, Richard.
Just why that build up? It makes no sense to do it that particular way.
Yeah. Painful, pain and suffering is what it is.
Did you see how much effort they're putting into the game to get you to buy their Datacron materials though?
No, I tend to ignore the store in general.
4 or 5 pop-ups when I log
yeah. So when they did the first drop when the FTC's first drop, they put those packs in there for the whales to whale on to upgrade the FTCs like day 1 for the last week of 5v5.
Yeah.
Like all of that has returned. The data cache has returned. They have like double all these other packs that came back out for this. I feel like people are spending a little bit more on this set, and they're just like, oh, we'll just have some more things to spend on. Enjoy whaling on your Datacrons.
And were you suckered in by that, Karth? Were you like, well, yes, yes, I will.
2.5 weeks ago.
Now you're like, I've already got 30 level 9s.
Oh, I don't. I did the 2 FDCs for kicks and giggles sake, and I kind of regret even doing that just because of the crystals I spent into it.
Yeah.
But
hey, Desam. I've gone for a speed set and a health set with lots of offense, I think.
Yeah, I did offense on the triangle and the cross, crit damage on the triangle, cross and arrow are offense, and then health primary on the circle, as much offense I can get on the diamond, and the same with the.
So you went offense set then?
No, it's speed set with.
Oh, speed set with offense primaries. Okay, so what's your offense like? 10.5 to 11k, something like that.
10.7, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And speed? 340? 330? 340?
No,
not without a primary.
I'm still working on some of the mods. I didn't commit the best in slot to him. I want to work on
and I don't think he deserves it. I'll be quite frank.
I don't either. I think the team's going to be carried by the mechanics at play enough to where it's not going to really be a worry. So I didn't mind it being a little slower, but it depends on what comes loose. I might end up modding him the same. I modded Depa full health sets with an offense. Well, because she doesn't really need. She is 10.2 with full health sets, and with a offense on the arrow and on the cross, and then crit damage on the triangle.
Yeah.
But even with that setup, I mean, the whole reason why is she's like the linchpin of Mace being successful, because they have so many clauses that require her to be alive. But she's at 90k health and protection, so she's 180k total.
Okay.
And like when you're giving her 100% defense, you're giving her 30% health and protection. Just having her be as tanky as possible, because it's like what we used to do. It's what we do currently with Leia versus Glat, right? We just nuke Ezra off the board with a 300k crit. So I feel like that's kind of like the
my last round of GAC, just speaking about that real quick, was I was doing Leia versus Lord Vader clones. And I was like, okay, I just want to nuke out Apo for safety measures. In case I can't clear, I want to one-tap Apo, right? And I was like, just doing stuff. I left Drogon out of stealth. I was like, oh, damn it, CX2 is going to disarm him now. So CX2 disarmed my Drogon, and I crit Apo for 500k. I was like, he's disarmed. And he still crit for 500? I was like, what?
You must have pulled a metric ton of turn meter off of him.
Yeah, and the Kron had quite a bit of crit damage as well, to be fair.
Yeah, but, that's the one thing about like this new Kron set is like having some flashback to set 4 shenaniganry all over again. And just like, there's a lot of stupid what you can pull off when your characters have insane stat thresholds. And I'm kind of okay with it. It humors me to watch. Just like, hey, look, 400% defense on this team. What will happen? Like, I feel like at this junction, you put GLs down to pull attention away from like the shittier teams,
and hope the shittier team holds.
Yeah. Well, like I faced last round a Keller and Beck team with Temple Guard, where they just put a Jedi Vanguard Kron down instead of using Temple Guard.
Yeah,
with 300% defense. Like I couldn't dent them. Like they just sat there and laughed at me. Like Balin, it took Balin to get through it, but I lost Shin out the rip because she was the weakest, so she died to not being able to take a turn.
Yeah, she got captured at the gate, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then literally just like almost died 4 times to counterattacks from that. And luckily, what's her nuts, Jocasta decided to attack Shin when she was still alive but captive, brought her to 1 hit point. And like it was like, if that had landed on Balin, I would have lost, because Jocasta didn't survive long enough for another big bubble hit.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh my god, the fact that this team is just eating Balin for breakfast right now is annoying. But like, just sitting there laughing at me the entire time because that defense.
That's why I'm gonna go with the Dep or Ayla setup for 3s. With that Ayla Kron and all the defense and the damage immunity and the ramping health and protection from the level 3, and seeing how tanky Ayla is, like, it's impressive how much of a beating that girl can take. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's see that trio, and I can leave Temple Guard and Jocasta in a separate team. Keller and Beck team, let's be honest. But not that I think it's a particularly great team.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to be an absolute menace to society with this next one.
Standard then.
Yeah. Standard behavior. I've got a Qui-Gon Jinn Kron for this next set. Okay. That has a very minuscule 380% defense.
Oh, is that all? It's bugger all. Has it got the 400% defense to offense?
No. It has if they're below 50% or if they're above 50% turn meter, they take 75% reduced damage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering with Qui-Gon, I was thinking, are you looking for the sacrifice and the extra offense and all that sort of thing?
It was honestly the entire point of the Kron was just to run it with either Leia or Glat. It was never designed to be run with Jedi Vanguard.
Thank you, Richard.
It just happened to be there.
Yeah.
But I do have it on the Alacron though, where we turn the 400%. They gain 4% offense equal to 4% of their current defense until the end of battle. and my Alacron has 280% defense.
280% is lovely though. Like my highest is like 223. That's it.
Yeah. So my whole thing is just to be a twat and just have the entire front wall be high defense, you know, unsupposing teams. Because like I'm really hoping people are like, I'm gonna bring C solo against this Mace team and watch it die, and they just get obliterated in the floor.
Hot Utils is now up again, by the way.
Yeah, I've been running mod loadouts, but it's slow as anything.
Yeah, mine's just done.
Yeah, I didn't move much on this go around, so
yeah,
I'm not too fussed about it.
Oh, Meathead has got a poll up in Swigger Events, according to KC, about some news.
Who's tagging me?
Who's tagging me, y'all?
My old buddies. Meathead has a pull up in Swoga lobby.
He's pitching a tent. I don't know where it is. In Swigger lobby, is it?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Oh. I'm guessing, yeah. In Swigger events, option A or B. Is that the whole poll? Is it just option A or B, everybody?
I like that people keep changing his names in the event server, though.
What do they keep changing it to?
Oh, it's now Meat Lord Militia.
Oh, Meat Lord Militia. Nice.
Yeah, it was something else last week, if I remember correctly.
Good job, Michael. Which should he post first, A or B?
One is probably going to be about the era. The other one will probably be a kit reveal because they'll have to go into the game at the same time.
Kit reveal, and the other one will be what's the characters we get in this era, or at least half the characters in the Galactic Legend.
It'll probably give us this next month's information because that's about as far as they'll ever give us information on.
Yeah. I still think we'll get the actual GL though.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they'll give us the full kit right now though.
No, God no. We'll have the name at best.
Yeah,
we won't even get artwork unless it's a Meathead artwork. Yeah, it's got 2 hours left on the poll itself, so we're not going to see anything for 2 hours. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks.
Usually they wait until I go to bed, so is what it is. Do 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 do. Let us see. Yeah, which should I post first? Post A or post B? I want to know what comes before part B, Karth.
Alcohol.
No, well, I mean, you're right, kind of, but what comes before part B is part A. So yeah,
that's part
alcohol.
A.
Yeah, you got it.
Part alcohol.
I mean, now you've twisted my arm, Karth, so I'm going to go get some whiskey. Twist my arm. Keep the people at home entertained.
Keep the people at home entertained. Yep, as I normally on. I don't think we're going to do puzzles ever again, unless they're going to do like a sneak. The way the current system works is that you can't really hide anything anymore. Everything is broadcasted 3 months in advance. There's no way to be like sneak drop GL. Like that doesn't really happen anymore. I should probably open up the YouTube chat just so I can read either one of them because I don't know what YouTube is saying without it open because I don't have the fun dashboard that combines everything together.
Because that would be too easy.
Oh, my best impression of Scribe? Oh, KC Wonder, I can't shave my head that fast. What's up, Deshelm? How we doing, buddy?
I come bearing gifts, but only for myself.
Thank you. We'll greatly accept them.
Well, I mean, you can watch me drink my whiskey if you want.
No.
Drink your own.
On
Then.
my work day.
That's just not fair. I have to drink my own.
You can drink vicariously, Garth. It's okay.
I still have a massive pile of things to get through. Oh, look at that.
I still have a massive amount of credit card debt. No, I don't. That's not true.
I mean...
As long as I don't get sent invoices, I'm fine.
So about those gifts that we gave you, they were more sort of loans at a high interest rate.
Right. It would be...
It's like, well, would you look at the time?
Oh no, I have to go.
Oh no.
What am I? All right, I'm supposed to be doing this.
Uno momento, por favor. Uno momento, por favor.
God, I'm gonna get so annoyed that Hot Utils won't update to the...
How it takes about 15 years to do any small task? Yeah.
No. It's that if you type Mace, it's not it's keystroking isn't looking for Jedi Master Mace Windu. You're looking for a middle
OG
name.
Mace, yeah.
So it's like it's trying to yank something else out, and I'm like, if you could just
not
know what I want, that would be better. Okay.
Gaz, I usually take it as read that as soon as I leave this workstation and go away and not look at chat, that people are out here bad-mouthing me. I've got it. It's basically ingrained now. Mm-hmm.
All I said was somebody said to do my best scribe impersonation while you were gone, and I said I couldn't shave my head that fast.
I thought all I said is that you've never satisfied a woman, okay? That's all I said.
Well, listen, I don't want to go down that road at the moment. That might be a sensitive subject.
Oh, God. It could be. It could be very sensitive, right? Yeah. Not that I would know. It's okay. I'm allowed to be self-deprecating, guys. It's fine. Yeah, that's how the British get through life. They just take the piss out of themselves. The system is currently under heavy loads. You know what else is under a heavy load? Your action has been cancelled. Please try again in a minute. God damn it, Hot Utils.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm putting Balin down on defense with 300% defense.
Oh, nice. It's gonna be a bad mama jama.
My whole front wall is literally just like, but what's in the back wall? What am I hiding from you?
Ooh. So you're not going for the 8 GLs in the front wall shtick this time?
No, well, because there's so many bullshit counters, man. Like, watching Glat get picked, like, no matter what Glat you sign lineups, like, getting picked apart by Queen Amidala with a support cron. It's just like, well, I guess it doesn't really matter what I do now, but if I don't have a counter for your freaking Slacker, which I think Slacker's going to get pulled too after this week. People will probably still run it, but by week 3, I think it's going to be less likely that you see it.
Because everybody will be like, I'm always saving JMK Cat with Hodocron.
With Hodocron, to just walk all over it.
Well, I honestly, in 3s, it's really not a walk. Most people I've watched will probably take out Rey. They'll probably take out Rey.
In fairness, though, you shouldn't have taken 5s. You should have taken either Mace or Kenobi.
Hey, I won, so it doesn't matter.
I know you did. The only caveat to that is that the Hodocron gives the Jedi the bonus protection time they hit the threshold, so it lets them survive longer. 5s doesn't get that, so he's more likely to keel over.
But he didn't.
That's the only. He didn't. No, he
didn't die. Oh, well, right at the end, like Kylo poked close and brought him down into red health. I was like, ah!
Yeah, it was closer than further away. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was a near one.
Tried mine. Like when I checked my logs afterwards, and they used Mace, but they failed.
Yeah, I would probably take in GK.
I think I tried with him before, but didn't use the Holocron. I was like, I can't win.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. That's
well, and the fairness is that a maxed out FDC, because I know a lot of people with the level 9 Hodocron are trying to take it in, and you're missing like half of the defensive boost that you get from the Cron,
and a bunch of health as well.
Yeah,
that was my issue this time. I locked in with it only at level 9. And I ended up I killed Ray and crew, and I just had to clean up a solo slacker, which was fine. But yeah, that was only with the level 9 Cron because I didn't have upgraded in time.
That's fair.
GAC anyway.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
oh
so
man, I really wanted to do more testing with Mace. It makes me sad.
Then do the testing, right? Yeah,
but I'm in like 5th place in Squad Arena, and everybody is just JMK Cat with Hodocron. It's like,
isn't that funny how that changed so fast?
Yep, it's like everybody's running Slackercron, everybody's loading Slackercron, now everybody's running JMK. It's like, okay.
Yeah, well, and it's so funny because like it literally hard counters the Cron. Like Coda with JMK is just like in 5v5 in particular. It's just
5v5 it's not even
full
close.
Dead stop. Yeah. Like I know like even our guild's still trying to work on multiple solutions to Slacker so that we don't have to use the Hodocron there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time looking at it, I'm like, yeah, but like what else are you gonna like go hunt with JML? Like you gonna go hunt down Lord Vader clones when they have like 4 counters open now? It's just like
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I am tempted to try and have JML Luke +1 on defense with the Hodocron. I kind of want to fuck with it, but I don't think it's worth the pain and hassle of dealing with Slacker. Like,
well,
just be like,
Slacker right now is like basically if you can't make a dent on the first attempt, you pretty much just suffer the rest of the time because it's like trying to do an additional.
Yeah, I don't trust Bane enough to deal with Slacker, is the thing. Especially if he doesn't have the Hodocron. Like with the Zalbarcron, it's okay, but it's not exactly guaranteed.
Yeah, you need to have defense on the Cron for Bane to even stand a decent chance at surviving.
And fuckloads of health.
Yeah, which you don't get both of on.
Well, no, the Zalbarcron gives you 100% defense and 80% health. So it's not bad by any stretch.
No,
the health is really good.
Yeah, but that's your only option, right? That's your only go-to play with that setup is to use that Cron, because the new Cron you either have a ton of defense or no health, or you go to the old set which has a ton of health but no defense, and so
yeah, exactly. Yeah. All they need is they just need a level 3 that says give the leader 200% max health. It's just that, and then I'll be like, Bane, yay!
I take it.
I'd take it, and then if the secondary stats can all just be defense, that'd be fine.
I just don't want. This is the only thing about the it's the only thing about the board right now is I don't want to leave anything that can just get Sidious.
Yeah.
It saddens me so greatly that who is it?
Sidious?
Tarkin clones. He just gets rolled by Sidious right now.
To be fair, in the last week I swapped it up. I put Tarkin with the other clones, which does apparently stop Sidious.
Apo and CX2.
Yeah. And then I had Lord Vader with Scorch and Disguised Clone Trooper with the Disguised Clone Trooper Cron, because that's the one that I had at level 9. I didn't have a Scorch Cron at the time. Right? So I tried that, and I was like, let's see if we can catch people out. But I put it on the back wall, and literally nobody saw it or fought it. So I was like, fuck!
I know, right? It's such a good laugh.
I try to do stuff.
I try to be cool. I try to get these cool things lit up for everybody, and then nobody wants to play with me.
What's the best way to use Bad Batch 2.0 without crosshair in 3s? I have no idea, because I didn't try to use them at all.
If you have... They're an annoying team with Hunter and Wrecker because of their mercenary interplay, because their mercenary uniques trigger for all mercenaries. So they're kind of like the go-to. Crosshair is the damage for sure, but definitely not like... In 3v3, if they're going to counter them with the same they're gonna use the same counter most of the time. So it's like it doesn't really matter what the team comp is. But if they run out of that counter and they're trying to get through like Omega, Hunter, and Wrecker, you have a good defense cron with them, then they can just time out on doing nothing. But it's a super like unique caveat effective team. Like it's not going to be like if they have Treya available and Treya wasn't used anywhere else, like it doesn't matter what comp you set in a Bad Batch, Treya will just go eat it.
Ba-dum bum bum.
My battles defeat 10 enemies with Darth Sidious. I don't want to defeat 10 enemies with Darth Sidious.
Do it. That's all I'll say.
I like when your alt account keeps showing up.
I just saw the one for win a battle with Ser Jinder. It's like, oh cool, look, we've got to do the Braca mission this round. I'll just wait and do that.
Sorry, what were you saying, Cuff?
I don't even recall.
Oh, good. Does the build help with satisfaction every time, Exo? Hey, Diesel Cheese, you missed all of it. Was the event any good? No. It wasn't. It wasn't
bad.
Like there wasn't much production value, is what I'll say. So it wasn't like you're doing like a Jedi Knight Luke unlock or anything like that. The only good part of it was that it felt like they at least tried to put some effort into the tiers and make them a little bit different, not just kill the enemies. It's almost like, oh, you have to think about each tier. Except for the Bad Batch tier. That didn't feel like I had to think about anything. That was just kill the units.
Keep wailing on things.
Yeah, for about 17 minutes. And eventually you clear them. But the other tiers were quite interesting, apart from the very final tier, which just felt like it was more about, look how strong Mace is. You know, it's like, he's killing all the droids.
Just keep spamming the same ability over and over. Like, you basically use the AoE, you get
roll your face over your phone. You'll win.
Yeah. Get one of the B2s down, and then once you can kill one B2 with the AoE again, and then it's like they all just eventually just keep dropping one at a time. If you're lucky, you'll get one to die every wave, and then it just resets. Like, well, you start over. Like, gotcha.
Yeah, nailed it. Yeah, no, it wasn't a particularly it wasn't bad. It just was. There was nothing special to it. And then the assault battle, if you want to do the top tier, you just do Mace and Depper. You can't do it solo. There's no, you will get absolutely shreked if you try to solo it. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not bad. Only needing 2 R9s to get that 2K crystals.
Well, yeah, 20k in total. 20k crystals for 2 characters that are going to be pretty good anyway and using the raid is not a bad thing.
No, it's not. I just gotta see on who else I get to R9 for the raid. We'll find out in a couple days.
On the next episode of Dragon D's Credit Cards. Yeah.
I mean, I basically get a free R9 by the time the raid launches. Anyways, we'll launch it when the.
I mean, yeah, they just need to throw in a little bit more signal data in there, and then we're golden, right? Because we're getting a lot of the mats, which is nice, but we can never get away from the signal datas. I had a lot saved up beforehand, and now my mats, they're not gone, but they have depleted significantly.
They are running low.
Yeah.
I have just about enough mats left to get the Bad Batch from R1 to 5, and then Deeper and Tarkin to R9.
Nice. Yeah.
But to take the Bad Batch any higher, which is my aim for the raid, I need to do a bunch more farming again. But that's all I'm focused on right now, so that's where everything's going.
Yeah, my Bad Batch are R5 right now. I just need to take Tarkin R8 to R9. I can do that.
That's what I need to do as well, but I can do that after raid payout.
And then I've got to run that coin toss up of, do I R9 the rest of the Vanguard, or do I R7 the Bad Batch? That's the point I'm at now. It'll be cheaper to R7 the Bad Batch, but it will feel better to R9 the Vanguard.
Well, you get the same point increase though, right? But it's more expensive besides the R9 materials to go from the R8 and R9. It's more. Is it more data? I don't know. You have to go up 2 levels, so that's 40 electrium conductors to go from R5 to R8 or R7. But
it's much more expensive to do R8 to R9 than 2 characters.
Yeah.
Than to do R3 to R5. Oh no, hang on, I'm R5 to R7, aren't I? Sorry. Oh, okay, then I don't know.
It's depending on where you put value, because you're going to burn through a lot of electrium conductors going up to 2 levels compared to the 1. But you're going through twice as many. Well, not twice as many. You're going
and the other side of it is I'll only need to do 3 characters R8 to R9 compared to 5 characters R5 to R7. So that kind of changes it again. And then the other side of it is at that point we'll be in the pirate era, and how much of an incentive will there be to get R9 pirates for their era battle rather than go back and work on the Jedi Vanguard?
Yeah, exactly.
So
it depends on how well the teams perform before in the raid prior to them coming in. But
pretty much.
I mean,
do I?
Chat.
Curses CG making me think about it. Is Jocasta new going to be 100% required for the new Mace team to work? Not in 3v3 is what I would say. Not in 3v3. However, in 5v5, you could take in another one, but you can't take in Keller and Beck because that'll fuck up Ayla. You also can't take in Kit, not that you would. So who would you take? Maybe Shaq T?
Shaq T or Barris would be my 2.
Barris would be quite nice as well, wouldn't it? And then you could use a Barris Cron or an Ayla Cron, and both of those are going to be good. So so I wouldn't say 100% necessary.
Temple Guard Cron. What would you do for the Cron, Ayla or Barris?
Probably Barris. For 5s.
It 100% depends on if this is under the context that we're dropping Jocasta out of the team, like she doesn't exist, then I would do Barris and Barris Cron, because that's very powerful, and just make it as durable as possible so that you have as much time.
And could you imagine how annoying it would be to have the damage reduction level 6, fuckloads of protection, 15% health and protection level 3, and Barris Cron in that team with the amount of recovery that team has? You're going to do no damage. And if you crit, it's just going to heal. I think Barris with the Barris Cron is going to be a real pain in the ass in that team.
Well, and because Barris is the nuke, and that's kind of the point. Jocasta is the nuke of the current iteration. If you missing her and you go to Barris becomes the nuke. You have to deal with her prior to being able to. We have to deal with her last, essentially, which makes her heal super obnoxious. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's first, right?
No. If you kill her first, she's going to pass 100% offense and TM to the whole team for the rest of the battle.
Yeah, but she won't revive anybody.
She won't revive anybody, no. But do you really want to fuck around giving 100% offense to Mason Deppa? It's like,
but the thing is, too, Deppa's got so much percent offense gain in her kit. It's really nutty.
Yeah. So just double that.
Yeah, just double that. It's gonna be nuts. Yeah. So if you don't have Jocasta, my advice would be to drop her for Barris and then try to get the Barris Cron if you're within the realm of Crons and that being a thing for you. Then that would be what I would do. It would probably be a team that's not going to be as threatening on defense because you're missing all the GAC armies. But it probably can get it functionally to take out high threat targets, maybe not GLs, but close enough in TW or 5v5 GAC on offense. But I think your defensive viability without Jocasta is pretty limited because you're just missing so much Omicron power. But as for that, you can probably make it work.
I do completely agree, but I also think that Barris level 9 is going to cause people some issues, especially if you've got the rest of the setup perfectly on that Datacron and making it really difficult to take down the team. And then you've got Barris healing up the team all the time. It's going to be a pain in the ass for people to deal with, I feel.
Well, it's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna have to have your own version of like either true damage or just tons of defense that you can ramp fast, ramp enough. Like Slacker will eventually ramp enough to deal with a lot of things.
God's sake, bro. Like
20 minutes left. Can you get a mod in time? Can you get that mod done?
Well, there's just a couple of things that I need left to move. And I don't know what it is I need to move, and it's like it's nearly there. It's genuinely nearly there, and it's been loading up fine and everything, and now just in the last minute, it's giving me the error again.
Well, everybody saw it was functioning again, and then went back.
It was fun. I just need to figure out what do I need to do to get, because it's only 13. Well, no, maybe that's not actually what I need. Settings. How can I view in-game? Yeah. I'll try and push it from here. No, it's not going to do that there. Units. Advanced. Automate.
With the bass down low.
With the bass down low. What a pain.
All right, I could technically do Ayla, but I won't do her this week. We'll wait for her. I'm gonna be critically low on materials on my ult.
Is that right? I just need you to do these last couple of things for me, baby. That's all I need.
I need Mace to have a secret, a unique.
A secret unique called Badass Motherfucker?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Oh.
No. It just needs to be called What These Robes Do, Bro.
What those sleeves do, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you smuggling in those sleeves, Mace?
The fact that they drip all the way down to his feet, man, that's so crazy.
That's how he's a Jedi Master. He's able to train his mind not to step on those sleeves.
Yeah, they just said it. Sent another message. It hit its limits again.
Fuck's sake! I'm fucked now for locking. There's nothing I can do. Right. Okay.
You can just take the crapshoot of what you have.
Well, he literally has no mods on him. He's got no mods on him right now.
Slap on the best in slot that's free. I don't have better answers for you. If you're looking for sympathy, I'm out of it.
I'm fresh out of sympathy right now. That'll do. That mod will definitely do. Okay, so I just need a crit damage primary, offense percentile and speed maybe. That will also do.
I did laugh though. I posted in, or someone in my alt guild posted he got Mace on his main account. So he just posted that and just said I don't want to talk about it. So I responded and just put same, good job. And then some guy put back to me, now R9 to get 2k crystals. Push. I was just like, old of you to assume it isn't already done. And he just like, for fuck's sake. It's like, yeah, duh.
Duh. I'm literally just trying to fit whatever I can in at this point.
I was looking to see if I could do any last minute Datacron upgrades, but doing the FDCs has just burnt my data cache, so I'm currently at a pause until Conquest comes back, and I just do my charge up currency stuff.
That's fair.
But I've got myself an Datacron and a Barriscron, so I'm good.
Sorry, guys. I just need to try and fucking sort this shit out.
This is the only reason why I do all of my modding manually in the game, and then I just use hot utils to save all my loadouts and stuff. And then raid runs and things like that, I can just swap between different loadouts. But just for stuff like this, I refuse to remod my roster using hot utils. Plus, I don't understand half of it, which doesn't help either. This is literally the only time it's ever been an issue for me, when it's been this close to greatness. Just have to find someone I'm willing to take a mod off. Just like everyone's doing the same sort of thing. Yeah, probably.
Be the cool thing, which is just mod manually.
Ugh. What is this, 2018?
I mean, to be fair though, it's like the mod depth on my main account is a little different from the mod depth on yours.
You think?
So, which does remind me, I probably should mod Depa to actually be decent. She's not bad. She's not great, but she's not bad. I'm not going to worry about it for threes.
Right. I can't believe that was... Yeah, no, failed to fetch. They're probably restarting it again now, aren't they? Hey, Tren, how you doing, buddy? It's all kinds of fun.
Don't you just love the stress of not being able to get something done on time?
I have enough of this at work. I don't want to have to deal with that here as well.
Hey, listen. I know your pain very well. It's just easier to lie to myself about it.
The fuck? What's happened to my Darth Revan's speed crit damage at triangle?
It went in the trash with the booty cheeks.
Who the fuck has got that?
Your mom?
D's nuts.
Probably Ewok Scout.
I mean, I'm a little upset that Scribe has not put more modding effort onto his Ewoks. I feel like if they're Relic 9, they should be.
Hey, you should be grateful that there are any mods at all on those Ewoks.
I don't know why I would be grateful, but I am hearing from you specifically that you're not grateful enough for the community giving you some of the best units in the game at high relics.
No. Get out of here.
I feel like...
Let the man speak, Scribble. He's making a valid point here.
No, he's not. No, I won't.
Oh, jeez.
Does anybody have a shotgun I can borrow?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like a bunch.
Perfect, thank you. I have some seagulls that live on my roof outside. And every 5 minutes they're just sat there squeaking and making horrible noise, and
those squawky motherfuckers.
That's the problem with living by the seaside. You get thousands of the little shits.
Yeah.
I mean, what you need to do is start putting bread in your neighbors' yards. But like neighbors, I mean like, you know, edge
neighbors
of
down the
neighbors,
road.
not like, yeah. You still want all the bird shit near your house.
Oh, that's fine. I'm moving in the next couple of months, so I won't be here for much longer.
What you need to do is just lace all the bread with Alka-Seltzer and just watch them implode.
Oh, yeah, poor seagulls.
My dad keeps telling me to do that.
Poor seagulls.
CX2 so left our most CG scammers, man. I mean, they're not scammers. They don't broadcast when they're gonna put anything farmable. They don't tell you when it would be there. We have moved past the day and age of things being available in the game prior to being able the event going live. So
oh yeah, we're way past that point now.
Yeah, so it's like it's the expectation that the characters will come. The only people that will have it right away are those who are willing to spend. So CX2 should, in theory, go farmable some point this week, maybe when their update drops, and whenever that is. So just
fuck's sake, Hotbot, get back online, you absolute turd.
Don't get online. Let everything be miserable. I want
Apparently
Sky to
5
go
more
0-3.
minutes.
That's not good. In 9 minutes, lock-in happens. And half of my roster is fucked for mods. So
I feel like you're just going to have a lot more interesting GAC week.
I'm going to be completely boned, is what I'm going to be.
I mean, that was a pre-existing
When
condition.
did you last resave it? Before Mace unlock or since you got Mace?
Well, now it's half loaded in and it's resaved, so I'm fucked either way. So it's just all kinds of fucked up right now. Mods are all over the place. Like a bunch of key characters are just straight up missing mods. And it's locked in, so I'm trying to jump in and like put some kind of modding on characters.
Well, this will be a fun round for you.
Oh, I'm gonna get
still go. Oh,
I'm gonna get dicked on from a great height right now. Like the greatest of heights.
It's odd, funnily odd to me when I like my alternate account when I'm right at the Kyber 1 threshold. I face all kinds of bigger accounts and whaley boys and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you break like 100 points past that, and all of a sudden you're like, where are these players hiding? Because they're all like my skill level.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it, Hot
That little
Utils.
threshold right there.
No, rule of 2. What I did was I remodded and saved down my roster, and then I checked, and when Hot Utils did its remod, it missed off like half the characters because it fucked up the remod, and I'd saved in again. So like half my roster is fucked. So, yeah.
Listen, what we'll do is we just start making a drinking game. No. What we do is the community just places bets on how well you're going to do this week.
It's going to be terrible.
And then we figure out a way to monetize that.
Yeah. How do we monetize this? Exactly.
Hey, listen, that's
the whole YouTube game, man. And technically, that's the whole CG game too.
That's everything game.
Welcome to the game of life. Operator error? Yeah, it was definitely a picnic, mate. I think the lessons here is to keep your in-game.
Got to reimburse you for any crystals.
The lesson here is to keep your in-game loadouts as an emergency. I changed my mods too much to like. If CG were to implement just one button for loadouts that was save my entire roster, that's all they would have to do, and then have a button that you can click that loads that mod roster.
Basically, like the snapshot feature in Hot Utils.
Yes,
which is
just
the only
that.
thing I use.
That's the only thing that they would need to do, and it would be good. Can we get a whale or fail on the Mace Windu Ascension Chain thing? From what I gather, it's just kind of a failure all round, right? I remember Karth was talking about it earlier. So let's have a look. Latest hero shards, is it this? No, that's not an Ascension bundle, that's a Slicer bundle. Chase pack for Mace Windu for 8,000. Relic Reserve pack. Oh, here we go. This Ascension pack, right? So you get... I like the free tier at the start. Just gives you some shards and 100k. £5 for 5 shards of Scorch, but you also get 5 shards of CX2. This is great value. That's like twice as much value as you normally get. Then £10 and you get 10 shards, 20 more shards. Again, as far as cost per shard goes, this is really good value. However, it's because it's split, it's kind of weird. Then $20 and you get 20 shards, 30 shards, 40 shards. Yeah, it's basically you're paying half price for shards, guys. That's what you're doing. You're paying half price for shards. It is good value. It's just weird value. It's like if you just look at it in isolation of how much money are you paying per shard, it's like half price. But the problem is you're not getting to choose which shards you're getting. The benefit of not being competitive, not needing to move mods around. I mean, there is definitely that, Lord Quacks. I like being competitive, he says with a giant asterisk. Doom doom. Yeah, it did come back, Jet, and then it disappeared again, as we're seeing right now. Loading. Failed to exchange Discord token. Error invalid grant. Hugh Grant is here. Error description invalid code in request. It wouldn't be so bad if you don't get locked in for a whole week. That's the big issue. It's like, if it was just for one battle, I'd be like, yeah, okay, fine. But it's a whole week with the same modding, I'll be like, fuck. And the thing is like the mod set is there, it's ready to go. I just need to click that load button and then have the game actually loaded in and me log in and resave my roster in time. Please wait, logging in. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay, it's because we're logging in. Discord command working? Nope, none of it's working, Jet. None of it's working, baby. But it looks like it might be coming back up now. It's just taking a long ass time, and time is something that we don't have.
Just go 1 and 3.
1 and 3? How do you go 1 and 3? Can we have 4 rounds?
2. Sorry,
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah, but what if I don't want to?
You think you're a freebie here?
Maybe you get lucky and like the people in you get like everyone you're paired this go around are the inflated characters that are getting knocked out of Kuiper 1.
Maybe. Yeah, I catch people on their downward spiral.
They're always fun to come across. I love finding them.
It's always
It's just like at the worst of it, you'd know you're gonna go 1 and 2 that week.
Yeah, we're definitely not going in.
1 minute 30.
Yeah. The problem is now there's not enough time for me to run the hot utils loadout and reload into the game and save it down in time. It's not going to happen. So there we go. We are fucked for mods. Yay. Great. It's been down for 2 fucking hours, basically. Joy of joys. Oh well. What can you do? Yeah, we unlocked Mace earlier, Tran. We unlocked Mace. Event is easy if you've got loads of relic levels. If you're R5ing it, the first tier is kind of horrible.
I think if you're R5ing it, you'd really need to be fine-tuning the mods. But beyond that, everything else is just mechanics.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, player lock-in in 38 seconds. So, unless Hot Utils can build me a time machine. Which I don't think it can. I have a feeling it can't. Taking Darkside clones to R9. So I should be Gucci. You'd think that taking Darkside clones to R9 would be enough, but it really isn't. The problem is everybody else does it as well.
Well,
Waiting on
there's
this
a massive incentive of Relic 9 to clones, though, between the era battle and it
the
being a
raid
team that
and
liked having it. And then the raid and everything else, and then there's just so much incentive to put them.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's that. It's done. It's done.
Matchmaking, the place for sports.
Matchmaking, the place for fucked up mods. Can't wait.
Maybe you get lucky.
I said maybe.
And you're decently slated in the bracket.
I went 3-0 last week. I'm not gonna have a good time this week.
What's your rating?
Oh, like what is it? It's not high at all. It's like 3680 or something. 3704. Not high.
Ooh.
It's hard.
Well, it's higher
To be
than
honest,
me.
anywhere in Kyber 1 is a pain in the ass. Like,
What? No, come on. It's so much fun. Kyber 1's the greatest.
that's the greatest.
I creep into
Yeah.
Kyber 1 for like a week, and then I'm going straight back down.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times. That's for and the funny thing is now that GAC has locked in, Hot Utils is going to lose all of its requests anyway. So it'll have an easy time dealing with the requests, because they're like, oh well, we've missed lock-in, so we don't care about remodding now. You still won against your opponent on Friday? Yep. We did, Bubbles. We did. Granted, we only won against him because he didn't have time to attack. He did 2 attacks, one tapped the Ray team, and then he failed against Slacker without killing anybody, and then gave up because he had like half an hour. So he didn't have the time to play. Barris with Ahsoka Tano or Ray? I'd go Ray, Deboba, personally.
Neither.
Oh, I have
Carter's
the
like,
same opponent as I had a few weeks ago in 5v5.
That's nice.
Where is Scribe?
I think
Why is he not
his
my
name was.
ally list?
He's in Senate Mandalore. I think his name was it Cappy or something before?
Cappy, yeah, he's one of the officers.
Because since then, since that lock-in, he's renamed himself to Feed Me Daddy Peempo.
Feed me, Daddy Peempo.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just saw that in my bracket. It's like, wait, I faced him in 5v5. He did 1 battle against me and then quit. So I beat him because he just didn't. He just turned up for rewards. It's like, oh, we're in the same bracket again.
You might be in a decent spot though. At 30, you're at 3704 for lock-in.
Yeah. 3704. That's exactly where I am.
That's not a bad spot to be in.
You're not a bad spot to be in.
My alt is at 3644. But I'm a little worried about who I'm next to. It is so crazy to me of like how many people like I am in Kyber 1 on both accounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is like 300 points difference between the 2 accounts. My main is 3954, my alt is 3644. My main is in the top 150. My alt is outside the top 2000.
Fun.
Now you should know who you're paired with. Hopefully it's a bunch of Mochromium, because then I won't feel so bad.
I am paired with Melony. He is from Desert Reapers. He's got 13.4 mil. And
does he have mace?
Does he indeed? Probably at 13.4. That's where I'm at. He does not have new mace. Who else have I got in my bracket then? I've got Raylo. He's from Order 66 Ghost Company. Every time I see Order 66, I giggle. He's got 14 million GP, so he must have mace. 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 He does have new mace at Relic 9. Good. Perfect. So I definitely won't be beating his ass. Yeah. That's about how many people play MSF? How many people play MSF? Thank you, Sadoof. Do I think Mace is going to be a flop like the early testing showed? No, I don't think so. The early testing was just showing what I considered to be not the ideal 3v3 lineup. And it's only doing 3v3 battles. As far as I could tell, I saw a dozen or so videos. They're all 3v3. And I mean, I'm pretty sure they were using no datacrons, which always baffles me.
Why are you trying to do, well, A, that, and then B, a 3v3 lineup? Like,
well, I think it's just because 3v3 is active now and people want to see what's the 3v3 viability like. But I'll never understand no datacrons. Only because I just play in Kyber and everything has got a datacron. Everything, always, forever, has got datacrons. You never have battles without datacrons. Whereas I guess most likely the rest of the entire player base below Kyber 2 really uses datacrons or uses them less frequently.
Reel that back though. But most everyone who was on, I would say 90% of the people who are unlocking Mace this go around are going to be using Datacrons. There are going to be a couple Krakens that don't give a care, that would be the
Not yet,
outliers, but the vast majority of people who are going right now are people who are going to play. Otherwise, why are you wailing on a new character if you're not going to use them for PvP?
So Doof, 100%, if you are using Mace, you have to use Deeper. Like, if you're using Mace and no Deeper in 3s, it's just kind of pointless, in my opinion. But the third, in my opinion, should always be Ayla, not Temple Guard, not Jocasta. I feel Ayla brings more to the team than those two do. And I actually feel like Ayla's Datacron, just because there isn't one for Dapper and there isn't one for Mace. Ayla's Datacron there, defense setup on the Datacron, damage reduction level 6, stats on the level 3, is a better setup than Temple Guard with the Temple Guard Cron, or Jocasta New with the Temple Guard Cron.
The stats on the Temple Guard Cron are pretty lackluster.
They don't help the team, in my opinion.
And the fact that you kind of have to pair Jocasta and Temple Guard together to have the best use of that Cron, it doesn't. You can't separate the. You can't separate Mace from Depa, so like you can't really put them together and still use the Cron. So it's like you need to find an alternate, which is just use the current Jedi Vanguard Cron.
Yep.
One thing I got to figure out is how easy the revealed mechanics are going to be to play around, because I, honest to God, keep forgetting it exists until I see the new icon show up, and I'm like, oh, right.
Oh, yeah. Revealed. All good, Sadoof. I mean, I might be wrong. Nobody really fully knows. He's just launched. He's literally just launched. But that's what it feels like to me.
I feel like every time a new character drops, there's always this character is not performing as well as we wanted to, and it's a trash investment, and la-di-da-di-da. And then, you get 2 weeks later down the road, and it's the meta team, and it's just like, it's a nuisance everywhere it goes. It's like, I feel like everyone's perception of it is just like, if it's not immediately obliterating everything, then it's trash. And then when people actually hit the face, they're like, it's actually really a good team.
And to be fair, it's just a legendary. It shouldn't be destroying everything. All right. When Jar Jar Binks came out, you weren't like, let's take him against fucking JMK. And then when he doesn't beat JMK, you're like, curses, trash unit. That's kind of what they've been doing with Depper. They've been taking it up against units like Slacker and JMK Cat. And sure, they've been taking it up against stuff like Queen Amidala. But Queen Amidala was still a conquest unit. She's still a very, very good, powerful team. And they don't have, outside of, Mace being able to ignore taunt on turn 1 and stuff like that, it's not like there's massive capabilities of getting around the decoy. So it's like, it's just a weird team to try and choose to face off against. Especially when Queen Amidala has a bunch of counters already.
Like, one thing people seem to forget and jump on quick is obviously, like, Arnold does a lot of testing. So they always think, right, we'll watch this. But he tests without Datacrons.
He does test
on
without
both sides.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, okay,
I think he does both, doesn't he?
A Datacron that's not generally, because apparently people don't like it.
Oh, right.
Like all the sort of the lower tick. I think if he had unlimited arena testing, he would do both. But because he's got limited tests, he just does all that sort of stuff. But then people look and think, oh, but that team can't beat that. It's like, yeah, but if you put this Datacron with it, which is really well suited to this team, then it will beat these teams that it's struggling with without Datacrons.
Yeah.
People just look at that and think, oh, that team can't beat that. That team's rubbish. Yeah, but no Datacrons, okay. But put a Datacron on and it's better. That's what Datacrons are here for. To make things not just black and white.
I'm still waiting for the revolution of the player base where people realize that Datacrons are actually fun and good. Everybody just no, not everybody. There's a large amount of the player base that just foams at the mouth about Datacrons and fucking hates them. And I'm like, they're fun, guys. Use Datacrons and then you will hate them less. But people are like, no, temporary power. Yeah, just fucking do it, guys.
Before I found your channel, when I used, Arnold was the first content creator I watched from this game. So before Datacrons and things. And obviously, at the time, he had better mods than most people he was fighting against. So it was just, oh, I have this team with these mods. I'm guaranteed to win this fight. But you try that same fight with a Datacron, you're not necessarily guaranteed to win. So it's just like, oh, it's a GAC stream. Just compare all the teams. Okay, he's won without even... You don't even have to watch. You just know he's going to win because it's just, this team is faster than that team, so I win. And at least, say, Datacron's temporary power, sure. But it changes things up every season and actually keeps things
changes matches all the time. It changes the way... It brings relevance to old teams that you don't use anymore. You know, it's stuff like the Sidious Cron right now. Like, it's a fun thing to have. It's like, oh my god, look, Sidious can solo fucking Balin. That's great.
I do
cool.
agree as well, though, that some of the crons are just busted and shouldn't be there.
When they go too far,
right.
yeah. But it's not like that's not like the default for Datacrons. It's not like every Datacron is the Great Mother's Datacron. You know, like there might, like for example, the Slacker FDC is kind of borderline busted, too powerful. You know, it's definitely flirting that line between this is actually obnoxiously powerful. Maybe we shouldn't have put that quite there. Well, it is in the context of what's the counter? Another Galactic Legend team with another FDC, right? Like, it's
fair.
You know, when you're looking at the reliable counters for it. I get it. I don't want to see Datacrons quite that powerful on Galactic Legend teams. I don't mind it when we have like a relatively powerful Datacron on a relatively good team that turns it into like the Saw Datacron, for example. Queen Amidala with support crons. Stuff like that. That is really, really strong and a lot of fun. That completely changes the dynamic of the team. You know, it does things to change how the team operates, and it keeps GAC interesting. And Datacrons 100% makes it easier to punch up. Like, if you're like, I'm really tempted on the free-to-play account to just focus on having a couple of decent B-tier teams with really good Datacrons and being like, yeah, let's just send that in and see how far you can climb against people that just don't farm Datacrons.
Well, and that's my only gripe about that back in the, you know, as the other direction is like the Slacker Cron, yeah, very powerful. Yeah. But for most players who are going to see it, be exposed to it, whatever else, you're farming crons. You're going to know what to do in response to it. And if you're just like, well, you know, I don't want to do all that stuff, I'm like, well, then you're going to run into the unfortunate side effect of what happens when you don't engage with Datacrons. You get raffle stomped by a Datacron and you lose a match. That's what happens.
The one that I find interesting is the Hodacron, because the Hodacron is very powerful, not because of Hoda, really because of Luke, but like all the other things, like if you take it outside of the JMK team, I think the JMK team breaks that cron like unintendedly, and you wait, will they fix it or something? Doesn't apply to Galactic Republic. That would be interesting. But in a JML team, that Hodacron on offense is a very, very powerful cron. Can do some fun things. On defense, really not so much. It's okay, but it's not like FDC Ray levels, you know, because the AI just plays like a moron when it comes to Cal, will not use the right turn order of abilities when it comes to Luke.
Or target Hermit Yoda constantly. There's a half dozen reasons why it doesn't work out the way you want it to.
So it's like, that's like an interesting balance of how you can make a really powerful cron that's not busted on defense. Whereas the Great Mother's cron was just like, we just do absolutely fucking everything, and we'll fully heal after every attack. And by the way, I'm going to basic you for 300,000 damage. Oh, and you can't kill us. Okay, fine. So that Datacron was ridiculous.
The problem with the Great Mother's Crown was because of the RNG of even obtaining it. It's like you could get the Cron and still get a super defensive version of the Cron, which did not have the same teeth on it as, you know, a Cron with 100 to 300% offense, right?
Yeah.
And so that was kind of the rub on that. But like with the you know, that was the epitome of an I win button back when that existed. The Raycron is flirting close to that, but I feel like as we have had more exposure to it, we're finding more and more things that can win.
Or at least dismantle it. Like
Yeah,
if you
and so-
can't one tap it, you can two tap it.
Yeah, like 5v5, it's going to be a joke. You take JMK with a Hodocron and you're done. And even then, you know, you can.
Yeah, at Kyber
that
1,
down.
that's going to be fine. Because
Yeah.
people will know the counter. They'll know to take JMK in with the Hodocron. And in 5v5, it's a complete joke. In 3v3, it's a lot more sketchy, but it can still work. And if it doesn't work, you can almost always kill Rey. And then when it's just Slacker, maybe an ad, that's not a problem with that Cron anymore. That's easy to deal with. But yeah, I get the complaints about DCs, but a lot of it, I think, is just misinformation and like group hysteria. It's almost like, we hate Datacrons because we hate them, and then they just never actually try to engage with them. So they just won't even try, and then complain when an opponent has Datacrons and they don't. They're like, they're cheating with Datacons. It's like, dude, fucking grow up and use them. Like,
Well, but like if you don't want to, then just fall back to the part where the game where that's not a thing anymore. Like you fall like below the bottom of Kyber 2, and like Datacrons are like, you might have an opponent with like maybe a dozen total, and they're all like level 6 or lower. Like it's a complete different ball game on that front. But it's like, if you don't want to engage something, that's fine. You don't have to. But the Datacrons were 100% a necessary evil for this game. This game would have stagnated long ago if it did not have Datacrons, because the only way to keep selling teams to players that are not just whales or collectors that just buy everything immediately is competitive advantage. And so if you have to keep developing a team to counter the previous team, you get into this massive circle of power creep of like how you keep stopping yourself from doing that. And it doesn't work that way. So like they had to come out with a system that regulates the meta by constantly ebbing and flowing the power of certain teams. And you know, GLs are always good, but at certain points other teams will be better during that time. And so
I'm still waiting for the time that we get something that makes the prepared faction really good. And I mean like the actual prepared faction using like, give us a young Lando Cron that somehow makes the OG prepared faction insane. Like I want to see weird stuff like that. Teams that guys just do not invest in or used. You can't get into the game. No way, Lord Vader. That's weird. It's for the breast.
So lucky.
No, Trent, JMK is the de facto counter to the Rey Cron. But like it's only mostly viable with the Hodocron. You can in threes you can try Bane, and Bane has some chance, but it's still risky as fuck.
Oh man, you can run into them. You can run into people that beyond Kyber 2 that have GLs and Datacrons, but I've been there before.
You say that, TRZ, but we just had people earlier in the chat saying, I'm in Kyber 2 and like half the teams don't have Datacrons. Like unless like the reality of it is every single team on offense and defense should be using a Datacron. Every single team. It was okay, Harry. It was okay. Required a little bit of brain power, a little bit of strategy, which is fine. Production value wasn't great or anything like that, but it was easy enough.
I have a very cynical approach to anybody. It's like, well, I'm down in K3 and I'm fighting these guys and I just can't win against them. Like, well, then farm Datacrons. That's my answer.
Datacron.
You don't like it? That sucks. I'm sorry, but that's how the game is. It's where 100% where we're at. Datacrons are the power curve. If you have 4 GLs and you're in Kyber 3, congrats. You've done well enough to get here. Now you're going to face a few headaches along the way. It's a thing.
Yeah. Is Mace worth it? Yeah, I think so. He's part of the raid. He's got a really nice error battle that's giving loads of really good rewards. And the team seems pretty solid so far. Just need some more time to actually test it against things that are not JMK Cat.
With Hodocron.
we're not JM... Oh, I've dropped from 6th to 7th. I can now face a Slacker. I don't think that's going to change things, but let's do it anyway.
All right.
Ray
Rock, listen here. I'm just saying, like, if you want to complain about things not working the way you want them to, then fine, do that. But like the game works in a certain fashion. If you don't like that, then be okay with it because it's not going to change.
Okay.
But that's like the same thing as like, there's people who are mid Erodium who face 15 million GP players that have just quit playing the game.
Or just don't care about GAC.
Yeah, or don't care about GAC. No, Rayrock, I know. I'm just giving you grief.
I'm just yanking your chain. Surprisingly, it doesn't work against Slacker with Raycron. Who knew?
Yeah, I just don't care. Like, what I get. Yeah, I don't care. It's just people are going to be upset because they can't win every round. And CG came out when they first did the rework of GAC and said that that was not their intention ever to be the thing. Is that you would always be 5-4 and 4-5, and so that means if you do well enough, you're going to finally get to people that can beat you down. You're going to get knocked down to where you can play again, and that's how that works. You don't like it? Well, that sucks, but it's not going to change.
Yeah. Sadu, I'm in Kyber 3 and I put full DC on offense and defense, but a lot of guys don't have full defense DC sets. There you go, makes sense. That's why I wanted them to add DCs to the raids. I imagine the community out rule would be terrible. I would be fine with it, but the thing is, as soon as you add Datacrons to PvE elements, they then balance PvE around Datacrons, and then everybody is mandated to farm Datacrons, and people won't like that.
If they did a PvE Datacron, it would have to be available for longer, and it would have to be a completely different way to level it up than the current Datacron system. Because if you have to commit rewards to a game mode that you can only use, occasionally, then it's not going to go well.
I'll be honest, there's no way I would be putting any effort into farming a Datacron for TB, for example.
Well, yeah, and at that point, they should just keep slapping Omnis on. I think people are just saw the data mine stuff of them allowing for it.
If they were to do a DC that only worked in the raid, and it made doing raid battles significantly easier, I would probably consider investing in that. If it lasted for, the whole 12 months.
Yeah.
You just wish you could farm Datacron mats all the time? Well, Sector 7, that's it, right? You have to try and fit in all of your farming into that 2-week period where Conquest is on. When it's off, you don't really farm the materials. And then it comes back on, and you've got to perform well in Conquest, get that red box quickly, or make sure you can get red box in the last day or two, and just farm the crap out of Datacron mats. It's not like it takes time, it just takes crystals. And it's not like you have to whale to do it. I say that in the context of, if you are somebody that is in any of the Kyber divisions and gets first in fleet every day, it is not a hindrance to you to be able to refresh your Conquest energy 3 times a day. You could probably push to 6 depending on where your GP's at, because eventually you don't need to refresh things like mod energy and fleet energy.
Whoa. You stop with that heresy.
Did I say mod energy? Sorry.
Yeah, you said mod energy.
Normal. No, I refresh my mod energy 6 times a day. I'm not going to not do that. Actually, no, that's not true. I only do 6 times a day when Conquest isn't running.
Yeah, same. I do 6 when Conquest is down, and then 3 when it's up.
Yeah, same. Because I just, that's too much crystal expense otherwise. Boop, boop, doop, doop, doo. Will Ayla get a raid on me? No. It's going to be a pirate one, Harry, probably.
There's not going to be an Ami for the raid. I almost can guarantee you.
You reckon? You don't think pirates get it?
No, it's not worth it for CG to do raid Amis anymore. They're just make the team good enough. That's it. It's the only reason people did the raid Ami for Bausch was to split the team. The Scout Trooper raid Ami was a complete joke.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my refund on that.
Even the Gungan Ami is a complete joke once you had Jar Jar, right? Once you had the full Gungan team,
I don't regret
was not really
the Bombardier one at all. Bombardier. I don't regret.
No, I don't regret it because it was only 10 and
10 armies, and I just full auto it and walk away. And I'm
yeah, but you could full auto without it. It wasn't
probably.
A huge
I wouldn't know.
But yeah, it was just like it didn't really change anything. I don't think they go back down that road. I think it's just wasted. They might give a pirate a raid on me, but when you have a GL team being the next raid team, I have high doubts that they would put a raid on me with that GL team. If the GL team can't beat it on their own.
Lord Vader, the last person to the Mace team is Ayla. It's been Ayla since we had Depper announced.
It also feels like if there was, a raid army, they would want it to be on a team you were using at the start. It was probably a missed opportunity. They should have put it on.
Months. Yeah, here's pirate team. They should have put it on Keller and Beck or something to be like, hey, you can use your off Jedi Vanguard and make Keller and Beck's leadership.
Jedi Vanguard character to be the other.
It would have to be significantly powerful enough to just elevate like a shitty Vanguard team to just be really good.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I mean, it's not that hard though. Literally,
no, it's not.
Like with the current bonuses from the raid, literally just give the Omicron. Be like, if the full team is Jedi Vanguard and Keller and Beck is the leader, you have 500% defense and additional 200% protection, and Keller and Beck will lead that team to victory.
It would be like 500% defense, and every time your Jedi Vanguard allies take a turn, increase the stacks of execute on Lord Vader by 1, so that he just never executes the Jedi.
It wouldn't take a lot, but they would need to do it on an older character, but they don't like, because of course then you can't sell that. But I think with the amount of new marquees that they're dumping into this raid, if CG couldn't give away that for free, then they've got too much green in their eyes. That's ludicrous. Which makes
you've never seen so much. You never knew there was so much green in all the galaxy.
Yeah. I gotta get back to work, so I will.
Okay. Well, later. Yeah, I'm probably gonna sign off, since we can't do anything more. I'm just gonna seethe and fume about the fact that I couldn't get my mods logged in. So it's gonna be a terrible, terrible week of GAC. I'm gonna send you guys over to somebody that's doing something that's even vaguely interesting. But thank you for joining me today for this Mace unlock. It's been a lot of fun. Looks like Arnold's still live, so we can send you guys over to Arnold, and on Twitch, I will send you guys over to who is it? Who is playing the Swago right now? Who's playing Galaxy of Heroes right now? Some guy called Old Man Brinza. There you go, he's got 1 viewer. Make sure you give him a warm Scribe Tribe welcome, guys. Be nice to Old Man Brinza, okay? He's an old man. He deserves love and attention, okay? We love you long time, baby, and we'll see you soon. Bye!